Hello, TikTok. Welcome. We are live.
Should we tilt it down just a little bit
tilt it a little bit,
so they can catch you? So I was saying, you physically.
There we
go.
There we go. All right. There we go. It is set now. Unfortunately, because I'm playing music, I cannot have TikTok up on my tablet. Otherwise, you just hear us through the speakers. All right. So,
by the way, I got a notification saying Southern D&D is live now.
Ah, yes.
Who is this Southern D&D figure?
I don't know.
I don't know. I had to get.
He's a nobody.
Welcome, D&D TikTok, to the weekly game of the Natural Ones, a.k.a. to be known as the Legends of Faeterra. He's having a stroke. I've changed this. Okay.
I'm better.
Thank you all for joining us once more.
I was about to say this.
As you see our table, the full collective ones have gathered for the evening. And believe me, it's going to need to take all of them, possibly tonight. So, what, you got a cue card or something down there, Dirk?
No, this is that thing I sent you about that I had to send to sending, so I wrote this down so I could number it out to 25. When it comes time to use it, it reads like a telegram.
Oh, God!
Stop. Stop.
Stop.
I'll let you read it.
Interesting.
Boo! All right. We're once again glad
They can't read it.
They can't read it. We're once again glad to have our barbarian Grim back with us.
Yay.
Unfortunately, this is our Dwarf Crolin's last game for about four weeks, as he is going to leave us for the grand lights of Broadway. Well, not Broadway, but close enough.
Broadway.
Just off.
Southern Broadway.
Southern Broadway.
Well, adjacent.
Broadway by 6 degrees.
Now, what's the name of what's the name of the play you're going to be in again?
The play that goes wrong.
I like that. Wait, that's actually the name of
Yeah,
it?
the play.
Yes.
One of those.
That's the
one of those,
actual name of it, yes.
Like one of those parody type plays.
It is Faulty Towers meets Monty Python meets Noises Off, and a wonderful cacophony of group of actors putting on a murder mystery, and as the title suggests, things do not go as planned.
And I only understood.
Tickets available right now.
I only knew one of those plays he talked about.
On the USM campus.
Oh, the USM. So if you're in the area near USM's Hattiesburg campus, I assume.
Yep.
Stop by the ticket seller. Pick up a ticket and come see our own Mr. Seth on the stage.
Let's see if I survive it.
Probably not.
Just remember, the stage ends. You don't go past that.
I've done it before.
You don't know the blocking. That fourth wall does not exist.
You don't know how bad it is till your entire roll. Part of your roll is you are wrapped in rope, and I'm having to hop out and you miss the edge of the stage.
Good times.
All right.
I
So
have it filmed.
let us now pull into the world of Faeterra. When last we came together, our natural ones, after leaving Ilmaray, we'll take a little bit further back. After rushing to the palace where the king of Ilmaray was, running in to find a meeting that was just wrapping up with one ambassador Karajan from the Kralatan Empire. Finally, a meeting that's been building for a while between our dear Rakara and his father. The king and the assembled house nobles of Ilmaray, upon your explanation that of the void slashes and what's been happening, Lord Laythel left to check with his son. The other nobles kind of begin to disperse, talking amongst themselves. It was when you were talking with Lord Nuranel that a rather big revelation was given. The fact that, get her name here, Queen Illve Thelas, the sitting queen and wife of King Alderax, was in fact born with the last name Faeterra. This name that you've been hunting down from early on in the campaign, working with the entity known as the Arcanist, You instantly hear the name, the conjecture of what happens if we accuse the queen of something.
Better make it good.
Better make it good. So after a relatively civil meeting between Rakara and his father, in which our dear halfling went, "Hey Dad, can we borrow the keys to the Volkswagen?"
No, hey, Dad's friend.
Hey Dad's friend. Hey friend's dad, can we borrow the keys to the car? Yeah.
Go, Mr. Dragonborn. I won't scratch it at all. I promise.
To which he said no, but promised a small herd of dragonels, these like almost horse-sized dragons that, quote, needed some exercise. He reported to a private study to meet with the king, Lord Nurnel himself, in which your dear halfling friend went into full professor mode, explaining everything that had happened in the story up to this point. A few questions were asked by the king, and between Montel and Elrond, as you wrote out the now known entirety of what is known as the prophecy of chaos. A few little nuanced hints in the language were discovered as you begin to experiment with these strange crystal growth, these minerals known as void stones. In which, during one such experiment, your dear friend Finnegan, unknowingly in his defense, pulling the essence of a primordial god, one of the usurper gods, draining it into a singular stone, it beginning to overcharge, did the only thing he could think of and shoved it into a bag of holding, the astral magic containing and freezing the amulet. But as luck would have it, the amulet had 6 seconds.
The number you shall count to will be 6, and 6 is the number you shall count.
Just enough for him to pull it out and throw this, what is essentially now a grenade.
I've heard of a holy hand.
There was no combat, but you missed a lot.
Yeah.
I've heard of a holy hand grenade, but never an infernal grenade.
Primordial grenade, not infernal.
Worse.
I don't speak either.
After saving the castle from what was probably going to be a massive explosion, returning to Lord Nurnel's estate, you do find 6 dragonels waiting for you. The party resting for the evening, as our dear friend Elrond instead went, not needing as much sleep, went and posted up at the northern gate. While there, a lone rider bearing the visage of a high elf, but your sharp, trained eye noticing the mark of the coterie on his hand. Stopping his horse and attempting to charm him, ending up with a knife in your hand for your own troubles. But good enough rolls were made that a conversation was had. You learn that he is meeting someone further up in Gatewood, and that you're pretty sure that this is the individual who is going to meet the queen. After seeing him on his way, we return back to Lord Nurnel's estate in time to see Rakara making his way early in the morning to the stables, kind of just preparing the dragonels for travel. The rest of you eating breakfast before assembling and leaving to the north gate, where you met with Commander Philandro, the Green Warden you had hired, so to speak. But less than a few hours from leaving Ilmaria to a place where the paths forked, her basically saying, "I need one of you to come help me at this village, and we can take a route and bring us there within a few days much quicker." You discovered the remnants of what you learned to be the royal guards that were supposed to accompany the queen, as she had made a journey up to the Tree of Tales, is what you were told. The most unnerving and unsettling thing is the fact that the other two crates that held these void slicers have been located here. The crates destroyed. Each of the dead bodies of the elven guards, a gaping hole in their chest from obviously what you know to be where this void stone was cultivated and then ripped out of them. But the most unsettling part was the fact that it appeared that these void slicers decided to take on the visage of her horses. So the creature is now in a completely different, non-human sort of facsimile. you parted ways with the Green Warden, her moving to the town of Fear to deal with a small insect problem. As your journey, you rushed northward. Passing through the Osiran forest, a chance meeting with the Trade Lich, gifting an unusual exchange of gifts as the I forget what's called, the Death Orchid, I believe.
Yes, Death Orchid.
The Death Orchid was gifted and to the Trade Lich. You seem to take an unusual appreciation of it. It ended with all of you stepping out of the forest, and strangely enough, through the magic of travel and the Lich himself, Grim is now there with you, having exited the forest. Just Grim, the less you remember is you were, in a deep, beautiful sleep of trees, of woods. You heard people laughing. You heard you heard Montel yell shit, and then sound like he got hurt for some reason. And then you literally wake up. You wake up to find yourself sitting on a dragonelle, walking out of the forest behind your compatriots, fully in armor, fully geared up and ready to go.
Where'd the armor come from?
He's
I
always there.
wear a breastplate.
Okay.
I wear a breastplate. It's comfy.
The rest of you.
What the hell am I doing there?
Elrond, you kind of give me the sense that this is another gift of the Trade Lich too, because from the massive moving tree entity in the city of Gatewood in front of you, you know that you're going to need all the help you can get.
You said massive tree entity. Does it look like this is something normal for this area, or does this look like this is a problem?
Roll me a history check.
I don't think any of this is before I woke up here.
What's the area in front of us?
Okay,
right
so-
now? It's
In front of you, as you're coming out of the forest behind you, you see a large rolling plain leading up to another massive, even bigger forest. You know, this would be the Elfin Forest. There is a sprawling, that has no walls around it, but a sprawling, decent-sized village, almost like a city size, where you see a large tree, and this tree like kind of like slowly walking around in it. And against the forest, at the very back of it, is this beautiful, it's almost like a gate and small wall set that seems to reach out for several miles, not to the horizon. You can tell it doesn't surround the entire forest, but it almost seems to protect the city, and in fact gives it its name, Gatewood. So what was your perception?
I think
History.
History.
Was it history?
Net 20.
Natural 20?
I have a
Yes.
0 modifier.
Oh, wow.
Do we need to announce
In the beginning of time.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. I knew I was forgetting something. Forgive me. For those of you who are freshly joining it, for the first time watchers, freshly joining us this evening, let's try to give a quick round of introductions. Nothing too large, as I think most of us now know who we are. As because you reminded me, Mr. Finnegan, we will start with you.
I am Finnegan Tenderfoot. I play a halfling. I don't know what I'll be today. A wizard of some sort, possibly a Tyrannosaurus Rex, or
Halfling stabby wizard.
just general Tylenol-inducing headache.
Finnegan is your real name. It's like I said, I'm Finnegan. You are Finnegan.
Yes.
You are playing.
Yes, I'm Finnegan and I'm playing. No, my name is Ricky and I'm playing Finnegan.
Ricky.
I'm playing Rakara, the Emerald Dragonborn Divine Soul Sorcerer Samurai Fighter.
And whoever you are in real life, we don't care. We don't care. I'm Jeff, and I'm playing Grim Gristlebrand at your service.
Our resident.
Half-orc barbarian.
I'm Derek, Funky Dirk on the Discord. I am playing our healer, the Drow Cleric Elrond.
I'm
You've been
Michael.
demoted.
I'm playing Montel. The only human in this odd group.
I'm half you.
Are you half him or half something else?
Which half?
Yes.
Okay.
Who's your father?
I'm a rogue bard, and I'm the other half of that migraine-inducing Tylenol.
That sounds like terrible Tylenol that causes migraine.
I'm Crowlin, Short Sight. The Dwarven Fighter. Hello.
That's the first time I've heard the last name.
And I am Kenneth, aka Southern D&D, aka the Game Master, the one who tells this tale and ultimately is the one who gets the headaches from it.
AKA Damn It Moffat.
AKA Damn It Moffat. The world that this all takes place in is one of my own design called Faeterra, and currently they are on the Isle of Illve Thelas, the cultural home of the High Elves, specifically on their way to the city of Gatewood, which is the kind of border between the normal Elven Kingdom and the Alfin Forest. You okay, Montel?
Choking on a chicken bone.
Damn it, heal him!
Wow, deja vu. Okay.
Our healer just sat by and did nothing.
All right.
Watched it happen. I'm the healer!
It wasn't covered in
Secret is.
A belated
What's the
healer.
twist?
That is the healer, just much later.
All right. And we are playing in the beautiful roleplay room provided to us here in the Hive in Macomb, Mississippi. This room is rentable. If you want to come play here as well, just come on down, sign up to use it. It is amazing. The ambiance, the feeling here is just great, and it's a very private room. You don't have to worry about people just walking through and disturb. It's great. I love it.
Unless it's DoorDash.
Unless it's DoorDash. And yeah, by the way, when you're getting food, let me know when you get on that order with you.
It's probably because we invite the DoorDash.
That's
So,
true.
They're letting you.
They're like vampires. You have to invite them in.
They're letting you have it in chat, by the way.
About what? Not healing him?
Dealer, they gonna die.
Look, fine. If y'all have a problem, call me Donald Duck.
for those of you who play Kingdom Hearts, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. So, as you are now moving toward the city of Gatewood,
Healer is based on the American medical system.
Have you met your copay yet?
No.
I want to
sorry,
roll
yeah,
perception checks, please.
Perception. All right.
Wonderful.
Oh, I'm sorry, and the D20
history?
history at that moment, yeah.
Can
Perception.
we have your perception too, or is it just me?
This is more just for you.
Okay.
I am blessed with the eyesight of a god.
Okay.
Nat 20.
20,
19.
19,
8.
8,
14.
14.
12.
Okay, DC of 12. What was your perception?
17.
17. So if you beat the 12, you notice that this treant is like nobody's running around screaming, it's not attacking anything. It's just kind of slowly like meandering through the main square of the city. On your natural 20 history check, you know that within the Alden Forest rests what is known as the Parliament of Trees. This is the ruling, I guess, body of the Dryads and Treants, the Sylvan occupants of Faeterra. There is a truce between the Parliament of Trees and the Elven Empire, but it's very odd to see a treant, a guardian of the forest, outside of the Alden Forest. Yeah, you know that the Parliament of Trees is made up of it's literally a council of very powerful dryads. So as you are all moving in toward Gatewood, the city in front of you, it's as you journey through the forest, you're getting into the latter part of the morning, now into the early afternoon, and the treant, for those of you that made the perception, for lack of a better term, for a tree, looks a little bit distressed. You see him kind of moving, like he's searching for something, or there's some need in him. He kind of just seems to be. This entity, easily 35, 40 feet tall. It's massive.
So this thing isn't in the city or not?
It is inside the city itself.
So we moved into the city and
As you move into the city, you can tell it's currently from where it was leaving, and as you see a door shut above on a balcony, it looked like it was talking to somebody within, like maybe what would be the city hall or the main governing building. As he's begun to slowly turn and starting to make his way back toward the forest, and he does appear to have kind of a haggard, worried look upon his face.
And as we get here, I'm going to remember, oh crap, I left without telling anybody in the city about the guy I met, because I'm going to start keeping an eye out for him. And then I'm going to send a message to, what's her name, the tutor?
Salami.
I counted it out so I could make sure.
All right, go for it.
The message goes as such.
Queen compromise. Stop. Coterie infiltration. Stop. Single operative making contact with the queen. Stop. Currently in pursuit. Stop. Pass info to relevant parties. Stop. Updates to follow. Stop. Thank you.
Please
Stop.
stop.
23 words.
All right. So it's Sonali. is her name.
Sonali.
Okay.
Are there people walking around this?
Yeah,
area?
like this is an act, like you're currently moving to like the main kind of market area. You see different farmers showing their wares. You pass through, because you've kind of been moving through like the first thing you pass through, that large harvest farm village. But even still here, there are people like with fruits and vegetables selling their wares at different points. There are also several guards walking around wearing not the normal like gold and emeralds of the elven guard that you've seen in Elmaria. These are more of like deep verdant green with like a light blue or light kind of cerulean color mixed into these. You mentioned that these were known as the Arbor Guard. These are a specific battalion that maintain the gate here.
I'll guide the dragon and over to one of the guards. Hey, Hail, good morning. What's with the?
He wished to speak with the Lord Mayor this morning. Apparently, there's some issue within the far. I could not understand him very well. My Sylvan is not very good.
I don't know a word of that.
Does anyone here speak Sylvan?
Not a single word.
You can.
Tongues. It's a cleric spell.
Go ahead.
You want to go talk to him? Let's go.
I mean,
Well, if you want to talk to the tree, go for it.
should I talk to it, or would you prefer to as the head of our little group here?
You can cast that on me.
So, trying to make sure what level that is.
I think it's second.
Tongues is second level, yes. Because tongues is also a bard spell.
Let me make
So
sure.
maybe you
I thought I
cast
had
it.
a thing.
I
I might
changed.
not.
Might be in every
I'm gonna double check
spell.
that.
Yeah, I think Tongues is kind of a one of the few spells that a lot of classes have access to.
I cast tongues.
Spellcasters, spellcasters.
What? Huh?
Muscle wizards don't count.
Muscle wizard.
Damn it.
Yeah, it's a third level spell.
Yep.
Look at the walking tree.
I can cast it.
New act.
By the way, I love the fact that the components for Tongues is a small clay model of a ziggurat, which
Tower of Babel.
it's in history. The Tower of Babel was supposed to be built on top of a ziggurat.
I'm sorry, that was a model of a zippertwat.
Pyramid.
Really?
Pyramid.
That's what.
'Cause what I was
Whoa.
picturing was like, whoa.
The Legend of Vox Machina now on Amazon Prime.
I'm confused.
So I'll cast a spell on you. It is a third level spell. That's why I was not seeing it. I'll cast it on you and just go. You can talk to it. You can translate it for us, so we can see what's
Alright, it's
going
in the
on.
end.
'Cause
Okay.
we're going that direction
As
anyway.
you all turn, you see Crolin on his Dragonel riding up to the inn.
Of course he is.
The inn kind of stopping and turning, looking down at you.
I want the way he thinks.
Donura Sonu say.
And
Fuck, I'm still drunk.
did I catch any of that?
If I let you go,
Actually, it goes,
I will
what can I help you with, small one?
Then I guess we'll all ride up. So.
As you approach, you hear,
Is there something I can do for you?
We heard there was some trouble in the forest that we're heading into very soon.
Yes. Oh, I had hoped for the Lord Mayor to assemble the Arbor Guard. It appears he has other thoughts about the safety of the Alden Forest.
Such as politics, I understand. But anything we can help you with,
roll me just a straight charisma check. I'm going to get out my brand new dice.
Such as politics. Fucking tree talking about politics.
I didn't hear him. All I heard was Buraru.
Oh, he's still talking. He's talking that language.
He's talking.
Grim, take
Maybe
a
I'm
point.
just drunk enough. I understood a word.
By the way, Grim, take a point of inspiration for the reference.
That was a 12.
That's my first inspiration in a while.
Well, it's the first time you've really been here in a while.
True that.
He
True
looks down
that.
at you and goes,
Do you believe you and your compatriots can be of some assistance?
We've seen a few things, done a few things.
leans up and goes,
I am Alderax. I speak for the Lady Daedra of the Parliament of Trees. She sent me out of the gate to garner help for her and her sisters. I will accept whatever help may be offered.
just kind of looks and goes,
Those who are very small do not often see great distance within the future.
kind of an idiom in Sylvan he's speaking. Basically, it's just because you are great of position does not mean you can see far ahead.
Montel's writing all this down. Not understanding any of it, but he's writing down what he thinks.
I just
he's
like just phonetically trying to spell Borarumega.
I'll be
I think you need more oaths.
translating as we go course. To the rest of the group.
Okay.
So he looks around and goes, if you will follow me, and he points to a small, I say small, it's probably about the size of 2 football fields, a small cultivated park area where several large trees are. There's a small, like a sitting pool. See if you a little bit of a few ducks in it. Just an area where people go sit and kind of enjoy the natural world more so than would be found in the city. As he begins to slowly, and even slowly, he's got like almost a 15-foot stride. So he's just he stops occasionally, let people move out of his way. Just moves toward this natural park. You see for a moment he just stops moving, sitting very still, and at that moment you get a sense that did you not know he were a treant? That moment when he just stopped moving, he looked like a normal tree in the forest.
Where'd he go?
Then he slowly turns back and he settles down. Let's see. As he goes, and this time in common, going,
I will attempt to speak the more common tongue.
Oh, thank God.
You do that the whole time?
It is not wise to let those you do not know what you can and cannot do.
He has a point.
As I told your young dragon friend here, my name is Alderax.
Alderax.
I speak for the Lady Daedra of the Parliament of Trees.
Alderax, Alderbark.
ERK speaks for
Lady Daedra, Daedra.
What did you guys have mod powers in the Discord? Or not Discord?
Lady.
I do not.
In the Discord.
What's not the Discord?
On the TikTok,
Which ones?
that trolls.
Okay.
I do not.
Okay, so just for clarification, Montel heard Alderbark and day drinking.
What?
Give me
That
my powers
Alderax.
and I'll keep people on the left. It'll just be us.
All right.
It was just these 6 people talking to a camera.
And what'd you say your name was?
Alderax.
Alderbark, and you're
I am the personal guardian for Lady Daedra.
That's cool. I like that. Name's Grim. Grim old Grizzlebrand at your service.
Mr. Grimm.
Even very much the attitude of a tree. You think a tree would have very, very precise, but not taking a lot of quick movements or actions. He's almost like everything he does and say there's a forethought to it. As he
Is there a name I could refer to all
We're the natural ones.
The natural ones.
Yeah.
Kind of
Friend of the trees.
natural. Of nature. Of the green. Surely Elwyn foresaw and blessed your coming today.
Exactly.
So he begins to tell you what is going on. Within the Parliament of Trees, it's a conclave of 5 sisters. Each sister has a guardian treant, one who they bless with abilities and power far beyond the normal shepherds and guardians of the Alden Forest. The one he speaks for is named Lady Daedra. He says, however, many of the guardians who protect the Parliament are becoming quite ill. It's like some sort of disease is beginning to ravage them. A tree rot, essentially, yes. Thankfully, none have died from it, and their natural abilities seem to be able to overcome it after some time. But Daedra is worried that this will soon begin to affect the forest itself.
Interesting.
When did this disease start taking place?
It began over a fortnight ago. It's a little over 2 weeks.
Oh, thank God he said 2 weeks after that. I was wondering what a 40 night was. What?
I can't remember 40 nights ago.
Me neither.
Zeke just kind of leans in and goes,
I am going to trust you with some very important information. The Parliament of Trees is more than just the mother trees representatives within the prime plane. Within the Parliament itself exists the heart of Elwyn, her gift to all of us who are her children.
Who's Elwyn? You're the priesty guy, you ought to know.
you would know Elwyn is the... Now, this is very odd because Elwyn is not a goddess. She's not a deity. Well, she's not a normal son of a god or a god. She is the living embodiment of the world tree.
No, that's what I made a face because didn't we discover in the prophecy the gift of Elwyn is the thing thereafter?
Yeah.
And we had a whole discussion. We think it's life essence. And there's a physical thing.
We had discussion.
You didn't forget. It's okay. You were checking out that house and making sure there were none left. Nothing left in there. It's not on you. We forgot to bring it up.
Cool. Thank you.
No problem.
By the way, real quick, guys, if you have questions for us, we will take a break here in a couple hours. Just send your questions there. We'll be more than happy to sit and answer any questions you have. So,
That is the reason Lady Daedra is so concerned. She believes someone may be moving against the Parliament in an attempt to gain the heart of Elwyn.
Has the Elven Queen, what's her name?
that would be Queen Raelith.
Has Queen Raelith made any contact with you or the Parliament lately?
I was in town a few days ago when a carriage bearing someone quite important came through. She went and spoke with the Lord Mayor, and then moved north through the Arbor Gate to the forest path. I had no chance to speak with her myself.
How fast are these void slicers?
I mean,
Because we were told we took the fastest route
It
on
took
mounts
you-
that
Even when
basically double
Well,
speed of
and you
horses.
took a day off thanks to
Took
the
a
train
day
bridge.
off. And she
it's
was
still
a single day ahead of us.
And it took her, the amount of time it took her from Ilmaria to here was a little under 2 days.
Yeah, and we were told it was on average a 5-day travel.
We did it
People
in
lie.
like 3.
Yeah, we did it in 3, which also means.
And there's magic.
Wait, did he just
Yeah,
say she'd
there
already
is
gone
magic.
into the forest?
Yes, he
I've seen them
said
play
she
it.
took the Arbor Gate to the forest path.
Okay, that's
Sorry, the forest gate to the start of the forest path.
concerning.
It's very concerning.
Well,
Very.
because that may mean that the coterie agent that I spoke with was not meeting with her.
Then who
And
was?
who would he be?
That is
Yeah.
a good question, because why would he be? He specifically said he had to
On
meet her
a
here.
natural 20 for his recall, he will let you know that she did have a male companion with her.
What did he catch up to?
Magic.
Maybe they had a set up point because he
You're
traveled
right.
overnight.
It makes no sense for them to get here before us. Right, talking tree?
No, not all.
The tree turned to you over there for a second, I'm sorry.
It's all right there.
It's
all right there.
The other tree spoke, and we all looked confused.
Okay. That's what I'm making sure of. 'Cause I
So
was planning.
it seems like our paths need to go into this forest no matter what we
Yeah.
decide. Plan to action.
2 trees.
Well, it seems the queen and this
To the trees.
issue
To the
with
trees. Forest.
I don't know.
Three.
the parliament.
Nope.
We should attempt to
We don't.
intercept, but with her speed, we may not be able to intercept before they get
Within
to
the
council.
Alden Forest, the range of movement, even magical for any sort of cart, will be slowed. The path itself is pretty wild. And plus there are certain,
You see him flex his hand.
protections against the damaging of the trees in the forest itself.
No.
Out of game. Out of game. There are treants watching, so you best. Yeah, the forest. I'll let you know this on the role you made for your history. The forest path is the only. Basically, it is a neutral path through this forest. This is a very wild forest, like almost to the point where people theorize that there is a connection to the Feywilds somewhere within this forest. The forest path is a neutral path that goes to several places throughout it, but it is still very protected and guarded by both the Arbor Guard and the treants of the Department of Trees. So you're pretty sure that she won't be able to go flying through this unless invoking the wrath of an army of walking trees.
Well,
She may or may not want to do.
no touching the trees then. Well, that's my understanding.
The
While we're traveling in there, always dig a hole.
Point of inspiration.
the quickest path,
I didn't make her look trained. I've done that before.
the quickest path to Lady Daedra's Grove is you take the forest path to the Tree of Tales, and then from there you travel westward for approximately a day. I will be waiting there to greet you and to give introduction with the Lady Daedra.
Sounds good to me.
We need to go to the Tree of Tales anyway.
I like this. This entire trip I've been meeting royalty everywhere. I like this.
It's almost like we're with royalty or something.
I know. It's nice.
Did your eye just twitch?
What?
Inside check.
No,
I
I am
didn't
not
do it.
technically royalty.
So-
Grim doesn't do an inside check. He's oblivious.
So, Mr. Treant will not be joining us on this path. He will be taking his own.
I can move much faster by myself, and the Lady Daedra needs be made aware, so certain allotments be made for your arrival within her grove.
That makes sense. We appreciate that.
Makes sense.
Just kind of slow. He's been kind of like kneeling down in a way, looking as he sort of stands at his full like 35-foot height. The slight creaking of wood.
kind of like you do when you're talking to a child.
Yeah.
You're trying to get on their level.
He goes, is there anything else I can do for you?
If you can pass along that without halting or causing problems, maybe attempt to impede Her Majesty's travel a little more so than usual.
Roll me a persuasion roll.
Can I help him with
Yeah,
that?
you can. I mean, at this point, I was going to give advantage.
Okay. 2 in a row.
Natural 20?
Yeah.
I'm looking at it.
Okay.
He goes, it could be possible to have some of the younger trees move across her path.
Just have them be careful, and if things get out of hand, go ahead and tell them to leave her to us.
Very well.
Yeah,
I
we don't
do.
want anyone getting too bad hurt.
I do also recommend extreme caution. The forest has become a little wilder as of late. Again, evidence that the Lady Daedra is using that something is trying to move against the Parliament of Trees. Creatures, never before seen creatures who act normally have begun to go against their natural states.
That sounds bad. That is bad, right?
That is bad. Very bad.
Okay.
I think it's fine.
If it's a question, just ask one of us. We'll point you in the right direction.
All right. Got it.
Okay. With that, you watch as he just gives a very halting bow. You see again as he leans up, you hear the creaking of timber as he turns, begins to stride toward, not toward the arbor gate itself, but toward like part of the actual forest. And as he approaches it, you see that he almost seems to meld into the forest itself. The slight tips of his branches visible, and it just fades away.
That's so cool. Wish I could do Whoop. Okay.
So, we'll bring it to this
Who's
point. You
just-
have a
who's
few
what
options you
watch?
can do. I mean, this is where the party consensus.
We did just get here. No, she's already passed through, as well as the code reagent, which I know I've explained to Tim. I guess I can explain to everyone else here about it. Be stabby and handy, and
Yada,
went
yada,
all the
yada,
way into
yada.
it. But if we feel the need, we literally just basically dealt with the trade lich after arrest and immediately showed up here. So we should
We'll be
be
right back.
Right.
I've got to get a battle man.
I
don't
what did
like
we
that.
do? What did you do?
I didn't touch it.
I say we should at least let should we rest the drakes before going in?
Well, that's the thing. No, what happened is
No.
we did our rest, met the trade lich, and then we're immediately here.
Yeah.
So that was our rest.
That was our
Okay.
last rest.
It was a magical rest.
It's a magic rest and a
I-
magic travel.
Full
I was
transparency.
asking questions.
I fell asleep while writing my thing. This dragon
I
thing.
fell asleep not even writing this thing. I woke the fuck up on this.
Good morning.
Morning.
All right.
So is there
I'm gonna
anything
have
in this
breakfast.
town that we absolutely have to do?
Unless we saw the main thing that seemed to be causing issue. Our target has already passed through here, and
It
we
is in the
can't really
forest.
let her
Right.
get too far ahead of us. That was the whole reason we didn't go
Stop.
deal with the insect thing, which I hope she's okay. We can check on her eventually.
Everybody stop.
She's dead, Jim.
She's dead, Jim! But honestly, unless we feel the need to resupply,
No, I think we're all good.
I mean, we've dumped all our designer fancy Gordon Ramsay rations into the bag of holding.
So
Pull out perfectly cooked jerky.
Standing from where we are, is there a magical shop close by or something that we identify as a magical shop?
Roll perception.
I won't ask you with this.
That's gonna be a 6.
Nothing that really screams out, hey, you know, this is a purveyor of magic.
Alright, well, they don't have any purveyor of magical bits here, so we can keep moving on.
Well, I guess we should head to the gate and present our writ.
Your dragonelle just moved off a small way, you know, currently drinking. One trying to catch what looks to be a large goldfish within the pool of water. She mounts up.
Spit it out. Spit it.
Like this poor little, like, half traumatized fish just got floated to the top, comes back down.
I thought you were pointing at me for a second. Put that down. But it's mine. I'm not stopping for rations. I want a damn thing flying. I hate this.
We'll get you another apple tart on the way out.
Fine.
Can you
I'll
make
talk to some
someone
more
on-
trees. Damn
Sure,
works.
Mechanical Raven is asking.
Black.
Iron Hill.
Yeah, I can do that.
I want you to know, Harry knows.
Black Iron Hill, if you'll kindly just post hello in the chat, please.
Hello? No, it's okay, Raven. We'll stop what we're doing
Hey,
to take care of your
Yeah.
issues for you.
Be nice to Raven. Please, without her, I can't do anything. Please don't anger the Raven.
Quote the Raven.
All right, so.
And now the barber.
This Raven
Everybody
comes
screenshot
wrapping
right
inside
now.
the combat chamber.
Please don't. Okay, there we go. Manage, add moderator,
There's Iron Hill. He's the first
and I
one
will
to say
follow it as well.
Screenshots posted in the Discord.
Okay, cool.
Screenshots of what?
Just
Up my nose, apparently.
like
Oh.
this.
What?
Oh,
It's just a big image.
This is like going after the screen like.
All right, now that I don't, I've been trying to kind of keep an eye on mod. It seems like whoever.
All right,
was
Iron
trolling
Hill,
was
that
left.
should take care of.
You know what we do with trolls here?
we burn them.
Oh, I thought those witches. Burn the witches!
We burn them in. No, I thought we built bridges. as
Burning
well.
is always
Bridge?
a good option to start with.
All right.
For the record.
So,
Onto the
There's the
precipice.
screenshot. That's what.
all right.
The screenshot.
That's going to be on my Discord.
So my
later, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
There I was.
Okay. So, you are now making your way toward the forest gate.
Alright.
Look, it happens every time you say the words.
I know. All right.
Making my way.
Look, in my defense, my players are doing that long before Critical Role was.
Yep.
True.
And then there's other things like, would you stop? I said maybe.
Or you come to a fork in the road, I pick it up. So, as you are approaching the forest gate, there are 6 of these arbor guards. They kind of step forward and motion you to stop.
I'm making the noise myself.
Where did you find coconuts around here? This is not a subtropical area.
Swallows carried him.
Swans.
Yep.
All right. So, the guards approaching the 6 of you, one of them goes,
Halt! What is your business here today?
Who has the writ? Do I have the writ? I'm passing the writ.
Look,
We're
so
making
you're the
out-
head, we hand everything to you.
he takes it and goes,
Oh, no. This appears to be an order.
as he steps.
I would recommend extreme caution. Several creatures have been seen within the forests of late.
Anything in particular you can say
Insight
keep an
check.
eye out for?
Sure. Roll insight.
No creatures in the forest.
8.
There's no
There
There are no creatures in this forest. He goes, mostly a few shadows have been seen moving in some of the darker places.
Okay.
But we and the guard cannot guarantee your safety along the forest path. I would recommend sticking to it, though, as it is still the safest route through the Alden Forest. As he turns and raises his hand, watches the large wooden gates open inward.
What have they done there, King Kong?
All right, with that, you begin to move through the gates, I assume?
I will apologize
yes.
to everybody. We just haven't all been together in a while, so it's
the-
built up.
All this pent up sass.
Yeah. And the thing is, whatever energy they throw at me, I throw right back at them, so tonight's going to be a weird night. As your dragonels move through the gate, you hear the loud creaking and turn to see the gate slowly closing back behind you with a dull.
And given the size of the gates and the way you've described the forest, does that actually cause like a dimming almost because of the light?
From where you're currently at, yes.
Okay.
Sweet.
All right.
And as you move out of through the small clearing area into the actual forest itself, the light dims even further. This is a very thick overhead canopy of trees. So,
as we're moving, I'm paying closer attention to my ring and my earpiece because we've heard of a lot of stuff coming through here, and
I'm gonna be. I know I'm not great, but I'm gonna be kind of trying to keep an eye on tracks and see if there's any. Because we're probably going to be following something that basically looks like horse hooves in a cart, but I want to see where it changes if it changes.
Is there enough room for Ren to fly around?
Yeah,
to keep a lookout, or
the lowest boughs of these trees are about 30 feet above you.
okay.
These are large. Think like California redwood. These trees, but instead of like the normal, just conical, the canopy spreads outward like an oak tree. They're just tall and massive.
Mm-hmm.
You said it's getting dark.
In here, you're now within dim light. Yes.
Okay.
So that's she could.
Can I light a torch?
Sure. You light the torch, and almost like you hear loud groaning as you look to see the trees kind of slowly lean away from the fire.
That's not.
I can't fucking see.
You're a
You're a
dwarf.
dwarf that can't see in the dark.
Look at my damn eye, or lack thereof. I'm a one-eyed dwarf, and it's dark vision. It's dim. I'm just trying to blame myself a little something so I can see a little bit. I'm not doing a huge thing, and if you want, fine.
Can you have your
Dancing lights around, a little bitty halo of lights around his head.
Okay.
fly down to me?
Sure.
All right.
As Ren just kind
Start
of
to take my flask.
flies down to you.
Touch me, guys. Light.
So now there is a brilliant flying pseudo dragon in front of all of you, with light cast upon her.
Oh, sweet.
However, that means because you're moving through this, that means that your travel rolls now have disadvantage.
You fools!
fly, you
So,
fools!
Mr. Grimm,
Yeah.
if you'll make the travel roll, please.
Yay.
With disadvantage.
What
Montel.
the fuck?
Do you have a water skin on
Wait,
you?
but since it's on the military,
Fools.
when you
Yeah.
said that was advantage,
Brown that comes out.
That's fine.
So-
Oh, okay, sure. Just make it a straight roll. It's a regular roll.
Oh,
So
I'm
straight
sorry,
roll.
just put my torch up.
Your mounts.
Oh, yeah, gotcha.
Yeah. Fuck. I will use my inspiration that I got earlier.
What was it?
It was a nat
What do you
one.
think?
Why are you sitting next to each other? You're gonna cause an implosion.
not much better.
That's not much better. I will use the
No.
one that I've been holding on to for several sessions. Here we go. Let's go. Thank you. There we go. That's 19.
It's not right. We just keep going straight.
That was a
Went from
You
a
just
1
take the
to a
one
6 to a 19.
You roll me a survival check. Because you're the one that asked about it.
That is a 12.
12. You do see what look to be like the tire treads of a carriage, but on that roll, you're not sure when or how long ago they came through.
Yeah. Main thing I'm looking for is if the horse hooves disappear from in front of this carriage and change to something
Currently,
else.
it's still horse hooves.
That would be terrifying.
This is
the creatures could take the seat of a horse.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
All right.
that's why I'm keeping an eye out.
I would
See
like to
something
cast
happens.
mage armor out on myself.
Okay.
While we're traveling.
Your daily travel mage armor?
Yeah.
The Tree of Tells is a little over a day's travel from the forest path, so that's going to be another encounter roll. Elrond.
Look, what's the anybody want to throw out the statistic either in this room or on Discord or
No.
TikTok?
It's like 12.
So
Don't
50
tell me
shot.
the odds. Don't. Fuck.
Burning 1 point of inspiration.
What are you
guys
doing?
want to burn the inspiration?
What'd you
so
roll?
much?
Right?
2.
We're burning
Oh,
all
no, I
this
was saying the
bunch of
statistics of me
inspirations
throwing-
on like getting
throwing
to the
3 dice
danger.
and throwing 3
Oh.
20s. So, I'm just gonna.
Okay.
It's a 5.
I can't wait to die today.
So,
Maybe God.
as the
gods will be
evening
merciful and
begins
forgive
to
me.
fall in earnest, you do see an area that's been kind of cleared out, a stone fence kind of pushing back, and you assume this is an area for camping. A large stone like fire pit has been here, and you're sure that because this is at least 30 feet from any of the closest trees, because you have was 30 feet to the outer wall, then another 15 feet to the trees itself. So it's okay to build a small fire here for the evening. So as the 5 of you are sleeping for the evening here, your dear friend Elrond is on watch. Elrond, roll me a perception check.
My little sleeping bag.
We could clear the battlement, please.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Fuck, should I or should I not?
You shouldn't.
Should.
Hold on to that inspiration for
Let's
the
just
love
take
of God.
Because clearly we
Huh?
need it.
For the love of God.
We know we're not avoiding combat right now, so let's go with it.
Can you throw away the
All right.
You know what? Use that inspiration.
I'm gonna burn another inspiration.
That's all right. I got us with my 2.
Alright, so perception.
Kind of set the boundaries.
Just a swell.
Depends. I haven't been looking at the chat to see what they're calling it.
How long has it been since I cast Mage Armor yesterday? Like,
You went to sleep.
You went to sleep, so you'd have to recast it.
I mean, last 8 hours.
Yeah. It's at 8 hours non-concentration, but if we
roll
travel
every
all day and you go to sleep.
I'm still saying, I'm still saying you still have it, yeah. So here is the small fire pit.
Okay.
As I
We had a
gather,
tall
Light
fire.
I light a fire, and it's all put that out. Someone else lights a fire.
We had you like this
That's why we
fire
had you like
too.
this one.
What?
Yeah, you lit this one, Jory.
Don't you try to fucking gaslight me.
It's not a gas fire, it's wood.
It's not an alcoholic fire.
So what was your perception?
14.
Yeah.
For mental health of this.
Gaslight the dwarf.
No,
Elrond.
You're right, I did.
You managed to see as the shadows fall across you and you roll out of the way. As from the trees, leaping down toward you,
It's a monkey.
He saw spiders and fucked off.
Man,
Like a proper dark elf. There's a story. There's about 4 to 5 separate encounters.
the thing is, the Lord works in mysterious ways because
And the Lord always throws spiders.
we lost Michael, very early on. We don't have Reed. And so, but the Lord gave us him. So we still have someone who just hates. The
It's
thing
not
is, I wish we had both of them. Because Michael would go,
So, for the audience watching while he sets up,
You want the
myself and our lovely, wonderful D&D have a history when it comes to my clerics
I
and
have
spiders.
set for these.
Okay.
speeders.
Yeah, spiders are no good. It got to the point I had a forge cleric that his means of dealing with spiders was setting himself on fire because it didn't hurt him. And that was the only way he got to deal with spiders because it got such a pain in the butt.
So,
Croy hates much.
where would you? So Elrond,
I'm by the fire.
you're by the fire.
Sit and watch.
Your guys would basically be currently asleep.
Yeah. Asleep.
Don't place me
all
close
about
to
somewhere.
the biggest spider.
I'm a bit. Why would I be that far out?
Me and you are both like huddled together next to the fire.
All right, Montel, it's cold.
I'm Big Spoon.
Get over here.
Cuddle up, boys.
Cronin, I don't think this is necessary. It's necessary. I want to die out here, boy.
Montel's not asking questions. Just
What?
So, but basically, I'm just wherever you would think your character would be sleeping.
I'm in the
right by the fire.
Okay. Montel apparently in the fire.
Just saying. Montel's sleeping bag is currently on fire, but I'm just waiting to see how this plays out.
Montel's hair is on fire right
The
now.
soles of his rubber boots are currently starting to melt.
can you just like slide you
Yeah.
like half an inch
And then
sideways?
here's Grim. Gonna put him somewhere as well.
Yeah,
I'm up in this tree.
How did the door
What
get-
the hell?
He flew.
I'm used to sleeping in a bunk bed.
Can you just slide like half an inch?
That'll work.
Can you
That'll
just
work.
hide
I'm
me
okay
with
there.
something? Thank you.
All right.
I'm not on fire.
My feet
I'm
get
just
cold in
toasty.
the night.
I
So I
sleep
point
without a
them
sleeping
towards
bag.
the fire.
So-
I sleep next to the fire.
It's canon.
Yeah, 300 feet of dark vision don't do shit for you when there's trees in the way.
Fair.
Yeah. That's my excuse for why I didn't see
Alright.
these things coming. I stand by it.
But so then you're sticking to it, huh?
I'm sticking to it.
300 feet dark vision. Don't help you if you don't look up.
At least I have advantage on initiative.
So,
Do you?
Oh yeah.
the three smaller spiders leaping out as you hear a loud poof, as a much larger one has landed and begins to make straight toward you.
And you do hear kind of more of a shocked, high-pitched girly scream. I'm not going to do it because I really don't want to hurt anybody's ears in here
Or hear me out. If I'm
Open your mouth.
With that,
Go to Taco Bell and get myself a.
we roll initiative.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
All right.
And here we go.
Wonderful.
Well,
Shit.
I just thought of something dumb, and this is going to be great.
Isn't that most of our ideas?
Yes.
we are the natural ones for a reason.
Yes.
I meant to ask this the other day.
What's up?
But we didn't do any combat, so it never came up. This Dragonbone axe.
Yes.
One of the things says heavy. Heavy deals an additional 1d8 of force damage.
Yes.
What does that mean?
In addition to its normal damage dice, you do an additional D8 of force damage.
Yeah, but when is it? When is that? Is that just all the
Yeah,
time?
all the time.
Yeah.
Oh.
And the term heavy is more of a relative, kind of like the
Two-handed
huge
great
war
weapon
club.
master with it.
It's two-handed.
Yeah.
It might require a certain amount of strength to swing it.
Yeah.
All right.
Understood.
So,
He might just go square. He's not going to. But there's a chance he might.
And Elrond and Montel work together.
Yeah, Grim gave that to you.
Yes, you did.
all right.
Just
Do
Montel
you
and
like
I'm
that?
gonna swing it. Fucking Spader.
There are paper towels in here.
Spader.
Oh, sweet.
All right.
Clean up your mess.
Is that for picking up the spiders?
Afterward, yeah. By the way, guys, those spiders were a complete pain to put on bases because you have to attach them via their legs.
And their legs are pinpoint
Yes.
tiny. Yeah, I saw that was.
Pinpoint accuracy.
So,
You deserve this for making
Still
those
looks amazing.
Thank you.
I'll-
Thank you. So, Car, you've got disadvantage in your next roll. Quillen.
12.
Montel.
24.
Hey,
Elrond.
13.
Grim.
Also 13.
Riccara?
What's your
My dex is a 12.
18.
My dex is a 16.
So you're going first for me.
And Finnegan.
17.
17.
Well,
Nah.
he wears armor, so he doesn't worry about the unarmored.
All right.
Defense.
Smaller spiders.
Montel's just.
Got a 10.
I can see in the dark. I can
Then
see.
giant spider. Rolled a natural 20 for a 23.
Just sitting over here like.
Damn.
Whole fucking game.
The double middle finger defense.
Actually, I might end up getting to use that in this fight.
So, Montel,
My friend.
Yes.
then the giant spider,
Yes.
followed then by Riccara,
in my mouth.
I've got a terrible idea.
Finnegan.
I like it. Let's go.
Let's go with it. Thank you.
Then Elrond. Then Grim. Then Krolin. And last but not least, the small spiders. Okay. Montel.
They won't get to me first.
You're up first.
Cool.
Now you will have. Tell you what, I'll be nice. I will say that your free action as you saw this happening, I will let you stand up.
Okay.
So you all begin this initiative standing up.
Okay. Montel pulls out his sword and puts it into the fire to have it catch on fire.
How does your sword catch on fire?
Because it's ironwood.
I literally thought you were going to go, it doesn't, he's an idiot.
I'm doing natural heat metal.
I'm going to say for the amount of time it will take, I'll make it your bonus action instead of hold your sword in the fire.
Slice them up like butter.
I'll give you an extra D4 of fire damage. As it doesn't ignite, but it does heat this kind of.
Kind of like this.
Yeah.
Nice.
Alright, so you're for this combat, you'll do an additional D4 of fire damage.
Oh god.
Yeah, she's still on. Okay, see that.
Making clear
Cool.
dad noises standing up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because no, not going towards that. I'm not an arachnophobe, but I could become one.
All right.
And just stab.
As long as you're open to the possibility.
Just get dragged off every combat with spiders.
Right.
I need to double check. Okay, yeah.
I may have prepped this with him in mind, Derek.
I know.
And I just
you don't even
stab.
have to say I might have. I know you.
I was looking at what are things I can use for a forest encounter? Ooh.
Spiders.
What was that to roll, Mr. Montel?
That's an 11 total.
That's going to miss.
Yeah, I figured.
All right. It's your bonus, your move. Anything else?
That's all.
Okay. With
Uh,
that.
As my second free action, I cry.
No crying at my table. So.
So would I see the end of Critical Role season 2?
Actually, no.
All right. So it's now the giant spider's turn.
Look, we put the biggest morsel next to it.
Actually, you did. So 5, 10, 15. Right there, please.
Oh dear.
Mr. Grimm.
I'm now staring down Shelob.
I need you. Actually, hang on. Let me make the attack first.
Now, hear me out.
Spider Grim.
Nom.
Does whatever Spider Grim
That
does.
is a 21 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
so,
21 definitely hits me.
I need you to make me a strength check, please.
Straight check, okay?
Strength check.
Check that strength.
I'm sorry. No. Don't make the check yet. Forgive me. On a hit, you are now restrained by the webbing.
Oh.
So
Okay.
you are currently restrained, which means that the bite attack has advantage against you.
Flip.
Joy.
First one.
Come at me, bro.
It's a natural 1 and a 17 base, thankfully. It's going to be a 22 to hit.
Just no.
Just barely.
It does not hit.
Aha!
Aha, I took it right to the face. At my date last night.
That's going to be
Just over here trying not to give a
16
reaction.
points of piercing damage.
16 Ow.
And I need a Constitution saving throw, please.
16 points. Hang on. Let me get my calculator out.
Not Grim.
Oh, no.
Please not Grim.
Let Grim live.
16. And con save?
Yep.
Con save. Here
Con
we go.
save.
That is a. That is a 19.
Beat it. Okay. So you will only take half as much poison damage. 5, 13. You take. So you'll take 7 points of poison damage,
7 points. Ow.
and you are not. You do not fall prone. Okay.
All right. Cool.
That's the big spider's turn. Up next, Riccara.
Oh,
You're still
right.
restrained though. It's like the web has kind of bound you up.
Can someone come behind him and unrestrain him, or how?
Like cut the webbing.
Yeah, the weapon can be attacked or destroyed. Yep.
Just on second thought, let me.
That's better.
It's weird what that webbing is immune to, though. There's a very weird one.
Let me come up behind him.
Like hugs?
I'm going to reach out
Good
and
touch.
touch. What's his name?
Grim.
And cast third level
Where the
haste.
spell
on
was.
Grim.
Third level what?
Haste.
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 Okay,
Oh.
Grim, you were affected by the haste spell.
Alright.
Okay. I keep forgetting I'm wearing this stupid thing.
Oh, the cloak of display.
I have a cloak of displacement.
See, it's
So-
easy to forget, isn't it?
Shut the fuck up!
That's action.
Okay.
Alright, so
so-
I'm hasted.
You're
Let's see
hasted, you get a
here.
+2 to AC, and you
Woo.
get an additional action.
Gotta go fast.
And you get advantage on decks. I think.
Sonic.
Yeah, advantage on dex, right, death and paralysis, that's it.
Which
Oh,
I do not have advantage on.
There's not one for,
so
Not one for haste, apparently.
And then bonus action. Could I do? I took it back again. Can I do spiritual weapon?
Sure.
Second level.
Sure.
it's like I had a double shot of espresso all of a sudden.
Where are you putting it at?
Right.
Now you order
right
say
there in
him
front
on
of you.
cell constantly
Alright.
feels, huh?
Right there
Just-
in front of you. Okay.
And
jittery.
Yeah,
I can
also
attack
having
with
a
it on my
shit.
bonus
You
action.
can.
Did not know that until recently.
Poison immunity. Coffee.
Yeah, when you summon it, it immediately gets an attack.
Yeah.
Did not know that when we first started this campaign.
Because I think that's
Which is
technically
nice.
part of its movement is it getting summoned.
Well, you should have told me like back in October.
Should ask.
So I wasn't here.
I don't do nothing.
Sabotage.
Huh.
Well,
That's a whole two.
I can burn a sorcery point for it. Can I
Yeah,
burn it?
you can, yeah.
Okay, alright. That's a natural.
I'll allow that, yeah.
Alright.
It was a natural one. Now what?
9 plus. No, that's a 6.
What's your spell attack mod?
9 plus 8, 17?
17?
17?
It's
Yes.
Ooh, good job. Good job.
1d8, I believe.
Okay.
No?
Is it one? I thought it was more than one. I'm pulling.
Is it 2d8 plus?
I can't remember.
It's 1d8.
It is. It's because it's that weird level up thing. That's why. Sorry.
Every 2 levels.
1d8 plus 4.
Mm-hmm.
Poke.
9 points of force damage.
9 points of force damage. Okay.
Alright.
Bum,
That's.
bum.
Alright. With that, Finnegan, it's your turn.
I am going to cast haste on myself.
Alright. Finnegan is also hasted.
Yep. And that will end my turn because I don't have bonus action spells like that.
Don't move or anything?
No, I'm good.
You're hasted now.
He's got the protection of 2 frontline fighters in front
Yeah,
of
you
him.
know what? I'll come forward and just place myself right there.
You brought dessert closer.
Elrond, it is your turn.
I'm gonna run. Look, courage is not avoiding conflict. It is, or not being afraid. It is facing your fears and running towards it.
Put me in front of the big one.
Alright.
Grim.
Move Mr. Elrond right there, please.
And for my attack,
Okay.
I'm gonna use my rapier to cut the webs
Okay.
on Grim.
Got the webs, got the webs.
Alright, make your
got
attack.
the webs.
You have to attack it.
Sleaze, sleaze, sleaze.
Question: does this
Cut
have
the
advantage
webs, don't
'cause
be
he
legs.
can't move? Okay. I was trying to help.
I'm burning a lot
Wait,
today.
what did you roll?
I rolled a 2
What would have been the total
Don't be legs, don't be legs.
Let me see.
for the attack?
For the attack, because of the weapon, the 2 hit is it would have been a 10.
Is exactly its AC.
Okay, so I'm not burning that.
AC of 10.
Putting that back. So I cut.
Can you deal 5 points of damage?
Yes.
Then the webbing is slashed. What is it? What it is immune to, by the way, weirdly enough, is bludgeoning, poison, and psychic damage.
I mean, that makes sense.
Fucking stupid web.
Web doesn't take
That makes it
poison
Yeah.
that's coming from a spider.
So, Grim, you see you see this dark elf. You don't know very well. Run up, draw this rapier, look at you, and go.
Don't
Hang
know
on.
very well. We've been together for like 2.5 weeks now.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. That's
2.5
fair.
weeks.
In game, yeah, that's fair.
You should know a story.
So he runs up, you see him, and go, don't move. And he just like jabs the rapier in, slices it down, and you're now freed.
Thank you.
No problem.
Everyone's like, Jim!
Where did we meet him? Where did we meet you?
In prison.
Yes,
In the
Yeah.
in the dungeon.
and the Rimbor encounter. He was in the dungeon at Rimbors.
So I'm not going to use
He was
any
rescued
bonus
by
actions.
Full private or whatever.
Yeah, so I'm going to just face the spider.
That's how he remembers it.
It's the fucking gate all over again.
That is what he's telling.
All right, Grim, that is your turn.
You make me
We'll
angry.
probably put this underneath Mr. Grim's
Yeah.
miniature.
Rage.
Yep.
There's a lot of stuff.
And I'm hasted.
Yep.
I'm going to go ahead and frenzy.
Ooh.
Why not?
All right.
Get 3 attacks, and then I get another action. So, yay.
Okay.
All at advantage, so that's great. So, first one. First one, we're looking at 26.
Definitely hits.
Huzzah.
When you make contact with it, it's going to attempt a reaction against you.
Okay?
I would cry if that did not hit.
It does
I
not
think we
hit.
would all cry and run screaming in separate directions into the woods.
19 misses.
I don't think a 15 is going to hit you, is it?
Nope.
Okay. So when you hit, you see that there's like a spurt of web that fires out of this thing. You just move out of the way. Had that hit you, it would have slowed you basically.
Okay.
It would brought you to
It
normal.
would have made your next attack a disadvantage. Yeah.
And damage. Let's see what it is. 16
Plus
points
rage
of
damage.
damage.
16.
Plus rage damage, so 18.
18. Beautiful. Okay.
Second attack.
All right.
Okay, that's 19.
Your rage damage should go up as well.
Oh, mother of.
19 definitely hits.
It's now plus 3. So,
Yeah.
in which case, one more damage. That
Sorry.
last time.
It's all right. Are you
19
gaining?
hits.
Are you gaining your health?
Yes, I am.
Lovely.
Second hit. Oh my goodness, almost max damage. That is 23 points of damage.
Is that with your rage bonus?
That's with my range bonus.
23. Okay.
Third attack, nat 20,
Jesus. Brutal.
which means I get my brutal.
Okay.
Brutal and
Hang on.
a
And
critical.
on a nat 20, I drain half of
All right.
the target's
And a
HP.
critical. Hang on. Okay.
There are so many things that happen.
So,
Are you just pulling out your boot?
Mr. Grimm adds 75 HP.
Oh my god!
Huh?
Wait, at 75 to the 10?
I'm past the 50 temporary hit points mark.
Say when.
I am not quite at the 100.
Say when.
Alright, and now we
No,
roll.
for the crit. Say when.
We got
You
got
never
crit
got my
cards.
crit cards.
No,
we got
You weren't
crit
here
cards.
for that. I have 5e crit cards.
Oh! Yes! When? Oh, yes!
Yes.
A couple of weeks ago now.
A life-threatening wound to this creature. You deal double damage in all melee attacks for the next 1d8 rounds against this creature.
And this applies before this damage. So.
Well, this is from on after this. For the next
For
the next 5
This
rounds,
is my
you're
third swing of this thing or the second swing?
This is the
that was your
second.
second
This is
swing.
my second swing. Shit.
Okay, give me
Not
one.
two.
Oh no,
Did
no,
you
this
roll
is your
damage?
third one.
Oh yeah, this is my third swing.
He
This
was,
is my
he
fourth
was
swing.
just coming to welcome us
Okay.
to the forest. Welcome to the forest.
Uh,
Now I roll damage.
now you roll damage.
Muffins behind the spider.
God. Oh wait a minute. Double.
Yeah, you have brutal critical. Yeah.
God.
Extra dice.
5, 10, 15. Plus. 24. 27 points of damage.
Did you double it because it's critical?
Oh, double it.
One of the critical wasn't.
The critical
You
did
know what?
not
I will
do
say
that.
yes. I will say it confirms this one as well.
Okay, so that is 52. And what's half of 50? This crazy? Shit.
26. Hey, you meet the 100, don't you? Oh!
How close? How close?
How close?
I am 2.
Roll your third attack.
Roll your third.
I've got to step out of the room because I know what's about to happen.
21.
Definitely hits.
Ooh.
7.
14.
16.
What if that's
3.
happen?
19. 19.
19 points of
Double.
damage.
Isn't that double because
It's-
It is double because of
It
the
is double.
ability. How's it happen, Mr. Grimm? How's it happen?
It's dead!
Comes down and slices one time. All 4 legs come off this side. Second one, all 4 legs come off the other side. And then the third one cuts his head off, and the third one cuts his abdomen in half. And
Mr. Grimm.
that was how much damage did I do before it was doubled?
Well, and you brought
It was
him
19,
from, you brought him
so-
from 28 to over 200 points of damage.
Oh my god. Okay. Okay, let me do the math in my head for
Yeah.
that last hit. It was 19 points of damage doubled, that's 38. I now have 248. I
I've
am
got it.
past the 100 hit point mark.
Yep.
How much of that is temporary?
How much is that temporary? Let me do that real quick. 117 of it is.
Okay. Mr. Grimm, roll me a wisdom saving throw. If you and me the spider miniature.
Oh my god.
He's about to ascend to godhood.
Mine chose to fight a spider. Looks over Grimm's dissected one.
Welcome back, buddy. Welcome back.
I feel so good. And here we go with the roll. Oh, I wasted all my inspiration. That's a 6. That's a 6.
Mr. Grimm, as you feel the power, you watch as the blade, the pummel of the sword, taking these almost bat-like demonic wing shapes. The blades kind of slimming and lethaling out to a diamond at the top of it. And you see a pair of eyes open within inside, these deep red eyes. And you hear a voice. The tithes have been taken. The price has been paid.
Oh.
I am free! The sword explodes in your hands, throwing you back. I need everyone within 10 feet of him to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
So I'm good.
Also, you lose all that temporary HP.
Ah!
I think I'm within 10 feet.
You said
Yes,
dex
you are.
save?
Yeah.
Dex saves.
Oh,
That's a 7.
DC of 15.
Alright, I'll be 17.
Okay.
2.
Oh, no.
A 3.
Roll your dex save.
No, you know what? I'm gonna use.
Right.
Don't you
With
get?
advantage.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you get advantage
Oh,
because
yeah,
of the
this
haste.
is haste.
Yep.
Well, not only because of haste, because he can see it. Danger sense.
Well.
Danger sense.
Well, you
If
get-
surprise act normal. It doesn't say anything about.
Well, you get a
Oh,
dex.
it depends on
Dex.
dex
Yeah.
versus traps and spells.
Oh. Yeah. Oh well.
But thank God.
Okay.
But that's still a 10.
All right, so if you succeeded, you will be taking 12 points of force damage, and you are not knocked prone. If you failed, you take 24 points of force damage, and you are knocked prone.
21.
No, Muffet.
I have to make a
Boots.
The boots, yes! As Mr. Grimm, the sword exploding out of your hand, rocketing you backwards.
Wait, will you go back 10 feet too?
No,
Just prone.
prone, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
But I am upright.
Now,
I had to make a constitution saving throw.
yes,
Right,
Concentration
right.
check. I rolled a 10.
okay.
So,
How, so you said 24, so it's supposed to be.
Half that, so DC of 12. As now floating off the ground. Is this demonic figure. You see it just kind of surveil as it pulls from its side a sword that looks just like the one you just powered up. Just kind of turns.
Thank you, mortal. I am Alderax, demon of tithes, and for your help, your death will be quick.
As we
I'm
roll-
funked, I'm funked, I'm
By
funked.
the way, when that happened, those spiders are gone. When this thing erupted,
My
Attack of opportunity?
attack of opportunity.
sure, make your attack opportunity against them.
I'm getting out of here.
Nobody ever checked you never made the roll to see if the sword was cursed.
No 14.
That was before Finnegan showed up. 14 hits, yeah, roll damage.
As soon as you fucking crit, I had to walk out because I had to keep my face straight.
Because I knew what was about to fucking
Well,
12 points, yeah, you just bisect two of this thing's legs off, so it just starts limping out of the way. Go ahead, those
I then turn around, look at what they're running from, and start chasing them right
All
away.
right, now we will keep current initiative.
Alright.
I will roll.
Damn.
I will roll the.
Good thing you have extra weapons, right?
Yep.
I will roll Outbreak
Good.
Demon of Tide in combat.
Just
Don't worry. Karen's got me.
no,
go.
I got you.
Ah,
You have that on you?
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm carrying with me. I've got it weirdly strapped to my back. That's weird.
way back here in the very back.
Oh my god.
I like how we
I don't have
were.
to deal with spiders.
We
Am I the
were.
only one who got knocked on his ass?
I mean,
Oh, I got
No, I was
knocked
just
on my
like,
ass.
I just,
Hey,
I stood up and got.
Someone flip over ground.
Yeah, Grim did get knocked over.
Yeah, I
I'm
definitely
one of-
got knocked over.
I'm the one that didn't.
I'm dead.
But unfortunately, he.
oh, excuse me.
No, wait. It's my target that would get advantage to attacks against me when I frenzy.
Alright.
So maybe?
No, all attacks made against
all. Yep, all.
you. But you're prone anyway, so.
I'm prone anyway.
Instead of taking the damage that I took, I'm going to use my projected ward.
Oh, I need to.
When a creature that you can see within 30 feet of you takes damage, you can use your reaction to cause your arcane ward to absorb that damage.
Okay.
If it's reduced the ward to 0 points, the warded creature takes any remaining damage. So,
Alright.
I forget how much.
You helped me with my spider problem. I got you.
By the way, Grim, had you passed the wisdom, you would have kept your temporary HP. But when she exited the sword, she pulled that energy into her.
Gotcha.
I do enjoy the fact that everyone else is grouped together. Montel has a decision.
What's going on?
Montel now has a decision to make.
Alright, so over there. Plus
Deciding to help the spiders.
Yep.
My friends, what is going? Oh no.
roll the exact same as the giant spider, so it just takes the spider's position in the initiative.
Amazing.
Great.
Takes,
Cool.
literally takes their position.
Well, hey, it's still your turn.
Yep, I technically have one action left.
And
Yeah.
your movement.
And you
Slap
haven't
it.
moved. You could stand up.
That's what I'm planning on doing is standing up.
Can you reach?
For my movement, I stand up.
Stand up.
Actually, Elrond, give me a religion check.
Oh.
For standing up.
Is a 13 plus religion, where's religion? That is a 17.
17. When it said its name, Alderax, you know that name. Alderax was once a deva or an archangel of Canarak, god of destruction. I'm sorry, of Thelos, god of greed, gluttony, and desire. She became so enamored with greed that she sought to take his place, and so he cursed her to always seek out and take hunger, to tithe herself, only being able to fully unlock once her tithes have been paid for.
And here we are.
Fantastic.
So with that,
Well,
Mr. Grimm,
all right, movement to stand up,
okay, you stood up.
and I'm not close enough to make a swing.
You are actually. She basically popped up. You dropped
Oh,
the sword right
okay.
in front.
It was in your face.
Yeah.
Still in my face. At this point, he reaches behind himself and unsheaths freezing rain.
All right.
And Kieran,
No, no.
you gave me this gift. Let's use it well.
All right.
Fucking kill him! Why is Kieran in the afterlife?
Ghosts talking in
Somewhere across Port Blaven, a giant wolf is just howling at the moon for no reason.
That's 20! Fuck you and the horse you rode in on!
Say
Aren't
when,
you
Mr.
technically
Grimm.
the horse that it rode in on?
Yes.
Say when.
Crit card.
When?
I'm just chilling up in Elysium, and all of a sudden my ears start burning. What's going on here? What's up? Grab get in my mind!
I have to make it has she has to make a dexterity save.
And 2 additional die of
Verify
cold
that.
damage, I would say that's these.
Fuck that bitch.
That's a natural 1 on her dexterity save.
Is that a secondary crit then?
No.
No, not for this? Okay.
Guys, we
Making sure.
Quadruple damage. Target must succeed on a dexterity 15 saving throw, or the damage becomes maximum.
It's max damage!
Forget times 4.
Okay, so I have brutal critical, so I already have an additional die of
And then
damage.
freezing rain gives an additional.
He's using it
Two-handed, oh
it's
God.
2d4.
Okay, just a second. I'm going pulling out paper. All right. So how many dice? We start naming number of dice.
2d4.
So 8.
Yeah, if you do it two-handed, it's 2d4.
Okay.
Plus a die of cold damage.
1d6.
How much?
1d6.
1d6.
6.
Okay.
So it's additional die for the brutal crit.
What the standard damage is? The
That'd be
d6.
that'd be the 2d4, so it'd make it a
It'd be the 2d4.
So another d4?
All right. So 3d4.
By the way, the name of this critic was called Present the Neck.
All right. So currently we're looking at 3d4 and 1d6.
And then there's his strength bonus, which is
Okay.
plus 5.
We're not going to do that
Yeah.
part yet because we have to quad and then max.
Yes.
So
18.
just a second.
Because 12,
Yeah.
6, 18.
Yeah, that's true.
Is that with the? That's right. You switched the.
That's just maxing the.
That's just the
roll.
dice.
Okay.
That's just the die max is 18.
So times 4 and then
18 times 4.
Remember, you max after mods for me. I always include
Okay.
modifiers in.
Didn't know that. I didn't
So
know that part.
what are the mods?
Strength is plus 5.
And then
And then rage is plus 3.
Additional plus 8 is added to that as well.
It's nice of this demon to wait.
Yeah.
So okay, so
Add
18
again.
Wait,
plus
let me
5,
count.
26.
23, that's
26.
26. So
26 times 4
Times
is
4.
gonna
That's
be-
104 damage.
Yeah, 104 damage immediately to this thing.
Jesus Christ. Oh. Okay. I give me a moment. I need to bring in my calculator.
And Elrond was going for the strap on the base. He just goes, no, I think you're good.
This freezing cold falchion.
Because that's what he was going to do. He was going to drop the base holy weapon and hand it to you.
All right,
Good.
Mr. Grimm, as she is just sitting there laughing at you, you can feel like her just like, you stupid fool. I tricked you. And you just open up this massive gash across her throat. Her own natural, like the demonic and abyssal biology that she has, stopping her from outright dying. But there is a deep gash that's just dripping blood as she's like, fine. I guess we're not friends after all then.
Kieran sends his regards.
Anything else?
I have no
Another
fucking
action.
a dog in this fight.
No, that was that.
That
That
was
was the one action.
If you take an action to attack with haste, you only get one more
yeah.
attack.
Yep, that's it.
Okay.
So that is it for
That's it.
me. That is his turn.
Crolin, you're up.
All right.
Yeah, I went first.
I'm going to go.
Cut him out.
I'm going to stand up and be like, "Oh God, what hit me? Dear God, what happened to the spider?" All right. I grab the the new axe I have, and I am going to run at the thing.
Okay.
I guess I.
You can move around the side here.
Okay.
All right.
Wait, are you able to make it?
Am I able to make it? I mean,
How much movement was
standing,
that?
I mean, after standing up, that's half my movement, so I get any 15 feet. Am I not gonna make it to this thing?
So you said so it'd be 5, 10, 0.
I think I'm like over here, so
You stood up into that one.
that's gonna be like
5, 10, 15 right there.
Oh,
But
If you
you're-
cut
barely.
diagonals, you can get there.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, you're a
Just
dwarf,
barely.
you have 30 feet?
Huh?
He has 25 feet.
I have 25 feet. What do you mean?
Yeah.
You know what? I'll allow it. We're
it's,
all.
it's in the iffy.
Yeah.
When it gets to the weird half numbers
Yeah.
instead of a
All
solid
right.
or zero.
So you.
Can you put the phone vertical? No.
Yeah, guys. If I put the phone vertical, you can't see everybody.
There, the phone's pretty.
That's being changed this week. Hopefully,
You put your phone vertical. That's my response.
this should be the week where that finally changes after this week. Okay.
Are they all power lifters? Yeah, if your mom.
Hey, look, if we kick people out of the comments for being bullies and stuff like that, we can't do it either.
I bully the bully. All right.
You're the kid that brings the X-Lex cupcake.
I was minding my own business. All right. So
He
I'm
didn't
going
eat it.
to
You
swing
should've
the Dragonborn axe at the bastard.
Do it.
Alderax is her name.
Does he get flanking? Cause
He does. Well, no, it's
You don't flank with the
you don't
spiritual
flank
weapon.
with the spiritual weapon.
Oh.
I use
But is she not surrounded by 4
Hang on.
actual party members?
about to
now?
get curb stomp.
Technically, Finnegan, yeah, your miniatures off the side, you actually are right up on her, aren't you? So yeah, you actually
Even
have,
on the spider.
So
Yep.
So what I have.
you have flanking on it, yeah.
Okay. Let's try that again. Yeah, that's 2 7s. I will use that inspiration. Okay.
Throw another one. See if you can get
You know
3
what?
seconds
I am
to go
sorry
for
for that
jackpot.
comment.
That's right. Apologize to you, universe.
Thank you,
That was
JC.
natural 20.
That's a natural 19.
Oh, 19.
Which is a
Oh
crit.
God, brutal crit, yes.
That's
No,
brutal, but
no,
it's
improved
a
critical.
critical.
Improved critical, yeah.
All right.
Critical, man.
Mr. Colin,
Okay.
your turn to say when.
When? Oh shit! I didn't know. No, I'm just kidding.
This entire fight's gonna happen and Montel's gonna do nothing.
So this is called Enraging Attack.
You've got enough.
Double damage, and you may make an attack of opportunity against them. But you get a second attack against them.
Second attack.
You got a
Second attack
yeah.
on top of the second attack.
Yes.
All right. Well, let me roll my damage. All right. So that's gonna be right there. It's gonna be, that's 9.
I'm gonna do nothing this entire fight.
You got an opportunity attack, and you took off 2 legs
You
of
can
the
just
spider.
you can just stand back and give inspiration. You know, something you
Okay,
have
I
to
guess-
done.
We aren't gonna make it to my turn for me to give inspiration.
On a
Write a
critical
song about
hit,
his-
deal an additional die
About what
damage.
Corinne just did.
Again.
Which die? The
Uh,
D12,
Yes, the D12.
not the D8.
Correct. Just the D8. The D12. Just the D12.
Okay. It's 9, 17 plus 21.
21.
Okay, and then that's doubled.
Yes.
Okay.
So
42.
42.
So that's the first attack.
Okay.
And then I guess this is my additional attack
Yes.
from that.
3.
Okay.
I'm gonna use the inspiration.
Is that with your flanking?
Use the.
Oh no! I guess I got well, that's 4.
Oh,
So let me use that
all right.
inspiration for this one. 18. That's much better.
This is the forest of
So
inspiration.
base
as in
18.
Yeah,
drains
base
all of
18
our
plus
inspiration.
4.
I started with no. I'm gonna end with no.
So 22.
That hits.
Okay.
Started this 5.
Down to 3.
That's gonna be
Almost down
24 points
24
of
points
damage.
of damage.
Nice.
On
Nice.
that- oh wait, no, sorry, that was upside down. That's 21 points of damage.
1 point of
Sorry.
damage. Okay.
That's on me. Okay, so that's my first, and then what I got from the
Yeah.
critical.
First attack, critical
And
attack.
So-
your normal extra attack as a fighter.
Then extra attack as a fighter. Natural 1, but I'm flanking the thing. 13, plus 4, 17.
Misses.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the first time I fucking missed her. This is
That's fine. That's fine.
everyone's like critical, critical, critical.
Um,
Got fucking solid AC. That's the thing. I was waiting for.
it's okay. Action surge.
All right.
That's okay. Actually,
20.
There's one way to stop this.
If you meet it, you beat it.
Okay. Okay, AC of 20. Bullshit.
Bullshit, she came out of a sword after our
Bullshit!
barbarian took 100 health.
14 points of damage.
Technically 200 health.
14.
Okay, and the action surge gives me
Your additional attack. Just one additional attack.
just one additional.
Basically, when you take the action surge, you can get you take an extra action. When you take the attack action, you make 2 attacks.
That's haste. Action surge, he gets his whole attack round.
Yeah, but he doesn't get the critical part.
Yes, 2.
You have 2 attacks, yeah.
Okay, so I do.
That's what he was
That's
making
what I was
sure.
saying. Yeah, when you,
Okay,
when you take the attack
I have
action, you
another
get extra
one.
attacks.
It was the way that we were all.
How much was that? You messed me up. How much was that last damage?
It was 14.
14? Thank you.
He's doing this in multiples of 7.
Let me do what I want.
That's actually a good catch on that one.
Oh, wait a minute.
What?
Oh, what?
What'd you do?
Oh,
What'd you forget?
He's opening up the
forgot.
book.
Book's open. Everyone run!
apologize to the universe.
Feats.
Which feat did you get?
Great Weapon Master?
Great Weapon Master.
I take -5.
When you score a critical, when you score
Oh.
a critical hit with a melee weapon or reduce a creature to 0, you can make one melee attack as a bonus action. So I get one more.
Isn't your bonus action to action surge?
No, it's a free.
Okay,
That's
that's
yeah.
that's what I was thinking. Couldn't
It's technically a free thing, yeah.
Damn.
So you get
I got one more.
Yep.
One more again. One more again. One more
6
again.
attacks, 1 turn.
Holy needs a new eye patch. 21.
21 hits.
Good lord.
I knew I liked you.
I like me too. 15.
15 points of damage.
6 attacks?
6 attacks.
That's fighters, dude. That's fighters.
And that's before you even
And
get his
also,
actual
and-
third
yeah.
attack.
And he
thing.
says, turn back into a fucking spider. As he does not know what the fuck is happening.
Okay.
He woke up, fell on his ass, turned around, demon lady.
At the end of your turn, she is going to use a legendary action.
Oh.
You
okay.
watch
One of
in.
those fights.
I did.
All right, you watch. She's going to use 2 of them as like this gout of flame erupts at her feet, covering her and blocking her from your view, as she uses demonic teleportation,
Oh.
moving to a target she can see within 60 feet.
Why are you running like a bitch?
Hello!
You come back here, you bitch!
All right,
So anyway, this
Montel, your turn.
Headphone warning.
Headphone warning.
We just need to have a label at the beginning of each episode. Headphone.
Natural ones. Hashtag headphone warning. Go ahead, Montel. Your turn.
Sell her horse insurance.
having put away the sword after the spider, looks up, pulls the viola, moonbeam on her.
Moonbeam. Okay.
Moonbeam.
That's actually not a bad idea.
What's that save?
Oh, I don't. Do you have it?
Con? I think it's con.
I want to say it is con, yeah.
I'm sorry. Demonic teleportation is how my ex got around.
Inspiration for
Point of
this.
inspiration for that.
A point of inspiration to the chat.
Okay.
So, it's a con save,
I
right?
believe it's a con. So
What's the DC?
15.
Is she considered a shifter?
Technically, no. She's
Okay,
not a
so she's
shapeshifter.
just
Okay.
a regular roll.
Okay.
I had hoped she was a shapeshifter.
Yeah, given the sword situation. I
But
was-
curse. It was a curse.
Yeah, it's great.
I was more thinking along the
Okay,
lines of
they-
if she's a demon of this level, she's
Has a
probably
total
shapeshifter.
of a 21.
Damn.
Okay.
Oh.
Is that half damage?
Yes. Unless he's got something else that does this.
Okay. I would like to try cutting words to drop it to where, because my cutting words is a D8,
Okay.
so
Here's
there's a
the-
chance. Oh, God.
She rolled a base of a 16.
Okay.
She has a +6 to her con.
Okay. So,
Sorry,
22.
22, thank you,
22.
22,
Okay.
yeah.
So what's your save?
Yeah, what's your DC?
15.
So
It's
There's a
possible.
chance.
There's a chance.
Possible.
What you're saying is
Here.
Yeah, like, I can't find mine.
Hey, demon lady.
Isn't there a save that she has to make for cutting words?
No, because cutting words.
Vicious Mockery. I think Vicious Mockery.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
All right.
It's 2.
Yep.
So 2d10.
2d10. Okay, I think I had.
Half damage, radiant if it matters.
Oh wait.
Does not.
A demon and it doesn't matter about radiant damage? What buffoonery is this?
10 points of damage.
Half to 5.
Half to 5. Alright. I dropped a die.
I got it.
Thank you.
All right.
That's my action. Because I've started playing the viola, if she makes a melee attack against me, it has disadvantage.
We do have someone who's asking what race/class we are playing. Do we want to go ahead and do that really quick?
Yeah, very, very quick. I'm trying to look up the spell. If we can just give a quick answer
Let's
to
go
that.
around while he searches.
Okay.
Dwarf fighter.
Human rogue bard.
Well, my brain went off. Drow cleric.
Half-orc barbarian.
Dragonborn sorcerer fighter.
Halfling wizard.
All right.
Pain in the ass.
With a level of rogue.
Montel,
Yes.
as that beam slams down onto her, she just kind of rocks and looks at you as she's going to expend a legendary action. The last one she can do before her turn restarts. And looks at you as she goes, why would you do this to me? I need you to make me...
Oh God, she's one of these!
Make me a wisdom saving throw.
Didn't we just have a discussion about gaslighting?
Yeah, she's like, oh, I was just minding my own business.
Why
Inside
didn't
of a
you
store.
let me light
You're the
the
one who
fire?
pulled me out, and you're the one who attacked me.
No. That's an 8.
Okay.
That's a no. Why is it every time? It's
Montel,
a wisdom.
You cannot believe you just harmed this beautiful creature, as you are now one of the effects of charm.
Oh no. Come
Well,
on.
my turn's not over yet.
So what, we gotta
Was
fight
that a
Montel?
spell? An ability more than a spell. Because of what she is, she basically is enticing you.
Okay.
No.
Kids missing out on so much.
It is a magical effect, though.
I don't think counterspell will work.
No, for another part of that. I know what he's talking about, for another part of that.
Oh,
I have to be able to touch him to do that.
Okay.
after.
Well, considering my turn's not over yet,
Yeah.
and considering I have more important friends.
Oh, so
than
that
her-
would happen at the end of your turn. So if it's still your turn, then we'll.
Yeah, because I have movement and stuff still. I'm willing to take an attack of opportunity because
Can't you bonus action disengage?
I want to use my bonus action for
A different thing.
healing word. So I'm gonna let her take the attack of opportunity on me.
Okay.
As I'm running away.
Wouldn't
This is
that-
not my fight.
Wouldn't her hitting him turn the charm off?
The charm happens at the end of
And
my
then the
turn.
turn, so I'm just gonna roll that back so
okay.
that hasn't happened yet.
All right.
She's
Rewind.
still got a legendary action.
So she doesn't.
But I think technically she goes next
so,
anyway.
Total of 19 to hit.
Including the disadvantage?
She has disadvantage, correct?
Because you
I started playing beforehand!
10.
No.
Okay.
run like a bitch.
I started playing beforehand.
By the way, Grim, the ability of your sword, where do you think it came from?
I don't know.
Uh,
I was
magic.
I just
And
saw a magic
then-
sword. I don't know.
So where are you moving to, Montel?
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm moving right next to Grill.
Right next to Grim.
Help me!
Run away.
Okay, so
And I am, as I'm cowering behind Grim, all my words are for healing word.
okay.
I'm healing word Grim.
All right.
Is he needing?
A little bit of healing, yeah.
Yeah, he needs a little bit. So 7 points of damage. 7.
So, I was gonna say 7 points of damage. What the fuck?
7 points of damage shield.
Let's see if that's the case, then she is going to burn the last one instead.
We are currently level 9.
To turn toward the entire group there assembled.
Oh,
What?
Even worse.
well.
Even worse.
Look, I'm a bitch. We all know this.
That's still just Montel. Montel, I'm going to need a
What god are you
dexterity
praying to
saving throw.
today?
As you dive past her attack, she turns, holding her hand up, and you watch as a gout of flame erupts out of it. Natural 1.
Oh no.
Montel,
Oh no.
No.
say when.
When?
Did you take a Rivify?
Huh?
Last long rest?
Yes, I also
You
have
were-
raised
Montel,
You
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Wait, comes back to this!
You Revivify Ash?
Saving throw. That's a dirty 20.
Okay, you beat the DC 18.
I rolled an 18.
So, just so you know, I'm not making this up. If you'll kind of read the last one, which is the magical fail effect.
This one?
That one, read that off, please.
I've never felt this way before. Make a DC 18 wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, you fall deeply in love with the target of the attack.
You passed.
You pass.
Thank gosh.
Because that's not just charm, that's you do whatever they say kind of thing.
That is
right.
you.
That's you going.
Let's take that damage.
That's you're still eating a 5th level burning hands.
Hey!
Oh my.
Alright, so that's 3d6. 1, 2, 3, 4,
It's
and
alright.
5.
Just according to plan.
6.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna need that purple dry erase marker.
32 points of fire damage.
I'm gonna need that purple dry erase marker.
The what?
Purple dry erase marker.
Ah,
Those were not the words he said.
Those were the
those are the intended
close.
words.
Those are just the close.
Wait,
text
I
messages.
don't speak
Pull up the
Italian,
transcript.
I'm sorry. I don't know what
Bad
what-
idea.
Alright.
You said 30 what?
32 points, I'm sorry. 31. 31 points of fire damage.
Okay.
31.
It's fine. I'm alive. I'm not dying. It's fine.
1, 1, and then 3. Yeah, it's good. All right. So, with that, it is now her turn.
Oh no. Okay.
I'm cowering.
Don't worry, I can take it.
You bitch.
I'm being a little bitch.
You can't. He's right, you can't.
You can't run away.
Go back here and
Watch
fight
me
properly,
try.
you little bitch.
All right.
I can't tell if you're talking to her or Montel.
Yes.
Who's cowering next to you.
The name's yes.
Move her. I mean, it's
It's Montel, isn't
it's
it?
Montel. She's the closest.
He's
Even
the
though Grim, yeah, he's the closest. Even though Grim took the chunk out of her neck.
What, are you afraid?
Does it?
Yeah, I love-
Does it look to us like she's
Graham
feeling whenever
like
she
almost
gets-
bisected her, and she's like,
She hasn't hit me.
random person.
Every other hit, she's based with magic.
She missed him with a swing.
Yeah.
That's right.
So,
Showing an
Montel.
disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
You are.
I will remember this.
Is the
I know you're
between
panicked.
me and him?
Hmm?
Is
Yeah,
the
I'll
camp
bar him a little
between
bit.
me and him?
Yes.
Technically, so
Yes.
it's more than 5 feet.
It is. That's 2 base
Sorry.
16s. Plus 5 is going to be a 21 to hit.
How much damage?
All.
How quickly am I dying?
Did you have shield?
I used my reaction.
Why would you do that?
If I hadn't used, I would have cast shield earlier. When she
It
attacked
was
me.
more of a chance to make her fail
Yeah.
on a thing.
What was it?
It's going to be 22 points of slashing damage.
Ow.
I
Cool.
would use the remaining 8 hit points from my ward thingy.
So 14.
Would you just have?
And 9 points of fire damage.
I'm down.
Montel is down.
20.
Oh, you're down to 2.
Ah!
Oh, it got me excited, Montel.
I'm down.
Yes!
220.
Alright. Second attack.
Ah!
220. That's good.
Okay, now roll 2 18s.
Oh, man.
Just what's the damage? What's the damage, Doc?
Like you're at the duck.
What's the damage, Doc?
Give it to me straight.
Give it to me, Gay.
It's not looking good. Did you just say give me gay?
That is going to be 24.
I'm down.
Oh, jeez.
To 2, right?
I'm down.
Yeah, you do notice that when that sword hits, it does. She does heal some back. All right, Montella's down. So if you
no.
lay him down. Please.
No.
The
How
moonbeam.
dare you use the ability that I've been using so well?
Oh wait, is Moonbeam at the start of her turn when she started in it?
Yes.
Technically, yeah.
Okay, I forgot
It's gonna
that.
disappear after this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
but she started her turn in it. I forgot.
That is it was a con, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
That's a dirty 20.
yeah.
So 2d10 half.
Yeah. Let's go with the fire red one.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey.
13.
So 7.
I did damage before I
You
went
did,
down.
and then that second hit slams into Montel. She looks down. Oh no, I've broken your friend. And that's
Crazy.
Come to break you like a fucking twig.
To be fair, I barely knew him.
with that. We now come to Rakara.
Oh. I guess I will use
Have to stand
half
up.
my movement.
Oh God, yeah, this is the first. Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, somebody had to attack 6 times. So we're good.
Attack 6 times, run away.
Well, this next time I can't attack it this next time.
It'll
You
only
better
be 5.
No, it won't.
I'm kind of squishy too, so I'll use Meta Magic, Distance Spell, Healing Word, not Healing Word, Cure Wounds on.
I'm alive.
For now.
No, she said for now.
Oh,
fantastic. Jeez.
Oh, hey, roll it again.
wait. I can use the feet. Can I use the feet?
Sorcery point feet.
No,
You're gonna kick it?
no. I'll forget it. I'll just.
Roll it again.
For what?
No,
For my armor.
No, I was gonna say. Can I use the Gift of Bahamut, cast a spell, and use the Meta Magic?
Sure.
Okay.
I'll let you do that. Yeah.
Okay, so 5 points.
So 10 because of my armor.
Any effect? So you are at 10 HP.
And then move the spiritual weapon.
Thank God you're no longer charmed by that.
Is that
thing.
30 feet of her?
Yeah,
At least I would hope after dying to her.
Okay.
Well, good news is the charm never went through.
And then
Oh yeah, true.
bonus attack,
Okay.
bonus action
Yep.
attack.
Make the attack on her.
Kill her.
7 plus 8.
15.
15.
She's dead. Obliterated. You did it.
And
I wish.
Oh, I was going to too.
And that's
Even though she
All
now
right.
has an awake Montella at her feet.
End of your turn. She's going to burn 2 of her spell. I'm sorry, she's going to burn 1 spell slot to cast a spell. I need a dexterity saving throw.
Oh. Oh great.
I know I'm in it, so
I'm in it.
I think all of us except Finnegan.
Finnegan and the dragon.
I'm just on the outside. No.
What is it? You dexterity. You have disadvantage. You're prone, Montel.
Dex save?
Dexterity save.
And thank goodness you hated me. I'm actually
DC of 15.
17.
Ooh, I rolled 15 on the die.
Okay.
Yeah.
You said everybody except for me?
17.
Yeah, you're just outside of it. You and the dragon.
I'm laying down and I still made it.
let me burn my. Well, you said DC of 15.
Yep.
11. Let me burn a sorcery point.
Don't do that. I'm going to cast counterspell.
Oh!
Alright. As your reaction for counterspell, DC 15? Or what spells are you burning for? Let me ask that.
I will do a 3rd level because there's a thing that I can do.
Okay.
Is it the
So
staff
let me.
thing?
Well, I have the staff,
Which gives you the additional
so
1,
I have
correct?
a +1.
Okay.
But where's it at?
Good question. Good one.
There's something that I have for being the type of wizard that I am, but I can't
Okay.
remember what it is. I get to add my proficiency bonus.
Ah! Okay.
So,
There you go.
between. Yeah.
Yeah, so, alright.
So.
And instead of, tell me if this is
Cast a
DC of
counterspell.
14 for what you're doing.
So it's a DC of 14.
Because it's adding, well, it's 15, but you get +1 from the, yeah, so just say 15 and +1 from that and your proficiency bonus. So, yeah.
So that's a natural 18.
Jeez, okay.
Plus the
Yep.
plus 5, so
Yeah.
23.
She again goes to flare her hand up. The bristle fire burning within it. Finnegan is like, not today, for Kieran! Just slamming his staff down, and you see his. You'll pay for that, little man. And Finnegan, it is your turn.
All right, so it's my turn.
Yep.
All right, about fucking time, goddammit.
Should I get it out?
Nope.
Damn.
I'm gonna need a different one.
Oh.
I am casting polymorph.
Okay.
Is it on Montel?
It's on her.
I'm casting it on me.
Okay.
Because there's a couple ways that could play out.
And
But I want to be a bunny.
No. I was going to
I
say,
have a movement of 40 feet as I turn into a giant ape.
Giant ape.
Kerchak.
Ding, dang, walla, walla, bing,
I
dang.
actually, I have those, just not with me. I'll start bringing those. But for the moment, we'll go with the troll here, just because it's a
About the size, right?
large creature. Yeah. So you're actually,
So I have 40 feet of movement, so
Yeah.
that'll put me.
and then is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I recognize that guy from our chat.
All right, so
Looks very familiar.
that is my. That was my action and my movement. However, I'm hasted.
You are hasted, so you get the second.
Yep.
And I believe a giant ape has a pretty good attack.
Yep. All right, so that's gonna be.
Oh, there went my suggestion for the plan. Somehow make her have disadvantage, polymorph her, make her a baby seal, and her in the mace.
That's only gonna be an 11.
I go
that's
clubbing.
gonna
I go clubbing.
Exactly.
We're not in
All
Alaska.
right. So yeah, that will end my turn.
Okay. At the end of your turn, she's going to spend
You know,
the other
relax.
two. That will be all three of hers this turn. She is going to disappear in a gout of flame
What the? No.
and
No.
reappear
Get back here.
Here.
She left the from Montel. I shall live again.
Elrond, at the start of your turn, I need a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay. What is this in regards to?
The intense flame coming
Of
off
her
of
appearing, I get to make 2 attacks.
It is a multi-attack. You go ahead and make your second attack.
Do it now.
Kill her. Kill her. She took all of Montel's HP, but kill
So
her.
that's gonna be a 13 plus 9.
That's 22 that hits. Roll damage.
Okay.
Oh, I have reach.
10, you go 10 for, yeah.
That's cool. So that's gonna be.
So this was not the big combat I was expecting
I
tonight.
have opposable thumbs.
This is the big combat that happened tonight.
This is not the big combat we need. This is the big combat we deserve.
This is what happens when Grim.
Look,
Don't
stop.
blame
He's
me
about to
for
be
this.
gone for a month. How do you think he's going to feel if we get
17
in
damage.
this fight
17
without
damage.
such?
Yeah.
Bludgeoning if it matters.
I just try to do what I can.
And then he disappeared off the
And then
face of the earth.
disappear. All right. I'm gonna come back and everyone's dead.
Right.
You're gonna come back with a new character.
I'm like, who the hell are these
Save
people?
is a 19.
You're good. This is one where if you beat it, you take no damage from it.
Okay.
If if you fail it though, you actually go good damage.
So, seeing Montel going down, seeing he's gotten him back up. Turn around and tell her. And this is a free action. How many lives have you taken as a tithe?
You see her like draw the blade come in front of her. As many as I wanted. All pay tithes to me.
That's what I needed to hear. Bonus action, Spirit Shroud. Call forth spirits of the dead that surround me. She cannot gain health if I hit her until next turn.
Okay.
Okay, until it spends in, any attack you make is an extra D8 damage, which is radiant, necrotic, or cold.
Okay.
Any creature that takes the damage can't regain hit points until the start of my next turn.
All right.
Any creature that starts its turn within 10 feet of me has its speed reduced by 10.
And she can't teleport. Okay.
If only it was ogre power. That's all I can say right now. Ogre power. So it's going to be quickening Ivy.
All right.
Ogres have layers.
Straight roll. Nat 20.
You're shitting me.
No.
Oh my gosh.
She tried to fucking kill his first good friend.
When? He said it vindictively.
I am dead. I am the night.
How the fuck did you get present the neck again? You're going back in here. I know what I'm going to do with you.
You're going to be moved for a while. Shuffle. Yeah, okay. If you want me to redraw, that's fine.
No. I'm fine with it. I'm like, how in the name of the dice?
Present the neck.
All right, that's
All right,
it.
so-
Hang on. I got to make her deck save. She's got a +7 to her dex. She rolled a total of fucking 10.
Okay, so that's times 4, right?
Times 4 max damage.
All right, so Spirit Shroud, D8. The sword, D8 +1. D4 for poison.
She's immune to fire damage. If that makes a difference.
No, because none of my stuff deals
Okay,
with
just
fire
let you know.
damage.
Just let you know
A
that.
D8 because of my cleric smite. So that's 3 D8s for 24,
Okay.
plus a D4 for 28, plus 1 for the sword, which is 29.
Doubled.
Add modifier.
I know, I gotta add the modifier.
So
That's
29.
up
Doubled is
3.
quadrupled, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that's 3, so that's 32
32.
times 4.
128.
Yeah.
How's that for a crit, Grim?
You make me proud.
She had 125 HP left. Elrond, how does it happen?
She tried to take my friend. Both of them. Both of the 2 people that he has become closest to since this started. Hey, you're a new one. This started earlier with that spiritual shroud. He summons what to her appears to be every single person that has been taken by this sword, as they hold her still, raise her head, and he goes through the neck and severs the nerve in the spine.
As she's like, no, you were fuel, you were full food, you were fuel. No, and you just see her fighting with something as Elrond just calmly steps up and goes, "You've taken your last tithe." You watch as flame starting at her feet begins to slowly eat up her body as she's just ash in the wind. A bright ruby red platinum ring ding, falls to the ground. And we'll take our break there for the evening. Woo! Bravo! Hell, Jesus Christ.
I thought I was going to do nothing. I did nothing. I got down
No,
instead.
you did something right there. Y'all thought I was joking when in chat I said if anybody goes down, it fuels Elrond. It is. You can ask him. This has happened before. If someone goes down, the cleric goes.
Congratulations. You took on a CR-15 creature.
As battle 9s.
Ooh. I'm gonna step get some to drink. I'll come back in. We'll do some ask some questions.
I gotta go step
How
outside
much
and take an
damage
adult
is that
break.
spell going to do?
Which one? The
Drink.
Yeah, the one I counter spell.
She was
I'm
going
not
to
gonna do
go
that
5
on the
dice
thing.
6 fire. I'm sorry. So it was going to be 7 dice 6 fire damage.
So between Grim and Elrond, that's the 2 crits that I kept mind of.
Jesus.
That was almost.
Don't know what.
That was 250 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I did very little.
Through 2 attacks.
Too much.
I got you.
Oh, I'm so glad for that bonus action spell.
Yeah.
Holy crap, man.
Are you running to Burger King by any chance?
I was thinking about it.
One of the Whopper melts.
Okay, hold your money for a second. I gotta use this.
Okay. If he comes back in, Whopper melt in the usual drink order.
Okay. Dust in the wind. Dust in the wind.
But
Whopper milk in a drink?
he said his regular drink.
Yeah.
Yep, regular drink. What subclass everyone is playing?
I was gonna say, I mean it when I say about Saturday. I'll get you. If you want to go to the show, I got you.
It'd be cool, but
I'd love for you to go.
I love the details.
I'd love to.
Yeah, especially
It's on me. You don't have to worry about it.
I know.
Sure.
Consider it a early and late birthday
I've
present.
seen one.
Early and late for them. Okay, cool.
I got it.
What subclass everyone is playing? I am playing a berserker type barbarian.
Not hobby.
I guess I'm a champion fighter.
They're cheap. Yeah, I got it. And Halloween during
And everyone else will have
I
to.
thought that was Captain Marvel, and I saw the Wonder Woman.
No, it's not Captain Marvel. Almost not. So, what's your name?
Well,
Wonder Woman. Not Captain Marvel.
I mean, it's got the same kind of colors, but it wasn't until I saw
You can tell this.
What's wrong with Captain Marvel?
This is not Captain Marvel.
I know, but I was just saying, like, you know, the colors are similar. You can't.
I don't know.
But I do.
I like that skull right there. I could live here if I wanted to. You could. I would pay rent.
Ooh. Drow Paladin with Oath of Conquest. That's a cool. That's a cool build. I like that.
Because it's what, like 60.
Yeah, if anyone's got any questions and stuff on that chat, we're sitting here, so feel free to
No, I meant like
ask.
here.
D&D related, anything other related, please.
Ask me in character questions. I will answer them in character. It'll most likely be against the trolls.
Would you do a video sometime with the different races you can be in D&D? I think, I mean, yeah, we'll talk with the DM, like, I mean, just follow him. Follow Southern D&D.
Follow Southern D&D. He can give you some like advice.
Yeah. He should make some intro to D&D for some people. Just a one-shot, recently Goliath fighter with two-handed fighter.
Oh, that'd be fun.
LOL, all mods stop muting trolls until the end of the break. Yeah, let's deal with them ourselves.
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, they got nothing.
What's going on?
We said stop. We'll deal with trolls right now on our break. So we said stop muting trolls till the end of the break, so we can deal with them.
Bring it. There's plenty of races you can be. Check out D&D Wiki Homebrew. Yes, you can do that. But however, if you find quote unquote homebrewed or non Wizards of the Coast content, you might want to talk to your GM or DM whether they'll allow that or not. What in the nerdtardation is this? This is D&D, and I hope you're fly, fucker, because this is where the flies fly.
Yeah. Dungeons and Dragons D&D stream every Sunday at 6 p.m. to usually 10 p.m. How did you guys hook up? I can't find a group and my friends don't play. Well, we're privileged. We have a local game store that has this going on. That being said, you can always, if you join Southern D&D's Discord, there's a lot of people there who may be looking for people to play online, and that's usually a great place to do nowadays. Back at, I remember when it was tough to try to find people to play with and everything. But now in the age of the internet, well, I know it's not the exact same as playing in person, it can be a great tool.
Yes.
And it's a great starting place too.
You can go
Any,
into
any sword fights going on? Yeah, we just had one. A really
A
big
literal
one.
sword, demon Kama sword.
Yeah. I guess I'll wait till I'll tell Elrond too. If anyone's wanting to go Saturday, if that is a thing of people wanting to go, if you want to get me money, I'll get all the tickets and try to get them all together in the same spot. And everything. I know they're. I mean, I know students are like 8, but I don't know if that's only USM or other students, so I don't know if that affects them. But I think regularly it's 18, and then probably there's some fee online, so it's probably just round up 20.
Okay.
But yeah, if you give me that, I'll go ahead and get all those for us. Have you guys seen any shows there at USM? They do. I actually think they do a great job in terms of.
What city are you all in? We are in Macomb, Mississippi currently, in the Hive Gaming Store.
We use Milestone as I like Milestone because if you just go straight experience, the level up is so slow and you have to slog through so much. Whereas with Milestone, I have certain parts in the story that I set that when they reach those points, they level up.
I prefer Milestone myself as well.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely agree.
Was that a Brennan joke about wizards not studying, going out to kill monsters?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just go like find a field and kill a bunch of like goblins,
Like
chickens.
So if if it was experience only, the first day of school for wizards, the teacher would, all right, let's go kill some goblins.
Pretty much, yeah.
Now, granted, you could say in game they were using learning
Yeah.
different spells to kill those goblins. However, Milestone, I think, definitely works a lot better. And
Story-wise, especially, yes.
you guys use D&D Beyond?
Okay.
Does anyone use that?
The thing that lets me add my proficiency.
There's a few of us that use it.
Is at 10th level.
You'll see a few of us
So-
using
You
our
still-
phones.
yeah,
Most
still
likely
depends.
they're
It
using
is hard,
D&D
yeah.
Beyond.
Because
I
I
just
was
forget
why I
to
couldn't
keep track
find
of
it.
this because it's hard easier to keep up with.
I think Finnegan, you use D&D Beyond, don't you?
I used it. I used it.
I love pen and paper. I just prefer, but that's.
I looked out on, Describe? You heard of Describe?
Describe?
Describe.
Sounds familiar.
Describe.
Describe. Anyway,
Oh,
it's
oh,
a,
Describe.
it's a
Oh,
third-party
that's-
service
Yeah, that's the.
descriptive thing. Anyway,
Yeah.
they had a Discord.
Oh, okay.
And then somebody there was giving out free access to their thing.
Yeah, you told me about that. Yeah.
And like anytime a new book drops, it's like, oh, look, I didn't get a new book. Look at this. So that's all I got on my
That's
stuff.
pretty cool.
Yeah, let's not tell D&D Beyond about
Where are you all from?
Mississippi.
Mississippi.
Yeah.
Southern Mississippi.
America.
No, we are all in southern Mississippi. You know, one of the last places you would. Hello. You would think about like these kind of.
Close the door then.
Don't get your fingers
Don't
stuck
hurt your
in the door.
fingers. Yeah, don't squish your fingers.
One of the last places you would think.
I see things from the other family.
You're not on the camera. You can close the door if you want to.
Look, I don't copy those
Which
because
part?
it's
I'm
so,
in
like-
Penatotok?
Pontotoc. Oh, Pontotoc.
Pontotoc.
Well, currently we're in Macomb, so the very like western, southwestern edge of Mississippi.
Yeah.
Like I think Louisiana's like what, 15 minutes that way?
Yep.
Yeah, we're about an hour and a half north of New Orleans.
Yeah, if you've enjoyed seeing, please hit the likes. We have a Discord. I've got a YouTube channel up. Go like, comment, subscribe. I have my TikTok on here with all my different links and stuff.
You got a Twitter now.
Got a Twitter now. I also have an Instagram. I'll be posting like miniatures that I paint.
Utah. I have friends in Utah.
Real quick, reach up there and knock away. I think it's a Gmail notification. Just knock it off, please.
Tell it to bugger off.
It's a, oh,
No, not like that.
okay.
You drunkard.
You broke it.
Oh, somehow it's popped up.
You broke everything.
We're still there. We're still alive.
We're still
Everyone is
good. We're still
okay.
good.
What are they?
We played Dungeons and Dragons!
Or as you said, Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons.
I am the last one.
Speaking of, I was watching, which is the one where he gets resurrected in the Highlander movie?
And
The second one where it's
I think it
the
was
dome?
second
Yeah, I
one,
think it's the second
Yeah,
one.
in 2024 when the ozone layer is gone.
What do you
Guys,
guys?
we got 2 years.
Would you guys do a character intro / bio on your TikTok? I most certainly will.
I hadn't thought about that. Like just on your TikTok, like, natural ones, your character. That's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
You can even pin it to your TikTok. So yeah, that's kind of cool.
I don't.
I don't think.
Yeah.
Yes, I know a lot of times, like in the Discord, why is the screen very dark?
I don't know because he fucked
Makara,
with
look
it.
at you two.
He fucked with it. I don't know.
I don't know.
I forget. You do magic. You don't know technology.
I believe
That's
all
This
of
is
us-
ever on.
Magic and science, not too good. But
There we go.
What we'll probably do at some point is we'll do little character introductions.
Yeah.
We can put a video together, and then you can put that in a link tree,
That yes.
and then we can just refer to that.
And
do you have a
hopefully-
link tree on your?
I do, yeah.
page? Yeah.
Yes,
So we'll
yes. We can do that. Plus, when we plan to transfer over to streaming on YouTube, we can make that part of the intro.
Would help
to-
those watching feel
Oh,
okay.
it's everything.
Okay, that makes sense. Just kind of give a little more information to the characters. Your
The-
Kinsey monk die less.
Aw.
The girl we're from Utah. We feel you.
The PC character deaths are never an easy thing to handle.
Yep. Yeah, it can be tough.
Depends on
Unless you're a
the
necromancer, then it's okay.
You have my back. And your brother.
I want it back.
Suddenly Cthulhu appears. Where is he?
Wrong game system.
Believe it or not, Pathfinder First Edition actually has stats for Cthulhu.
In 5e, they're called Star Spawn.
Yep. The
Basically-
Star Spawn of Cthulhu.
It's basically
which-
Cthulhu, yeah.
Love-
Look, there is a certain song that gives great directions about what to do with Cthulhu.
There's also an indie game that sort of gives you sort of an idea. Sort of an idea. It's called Sucker for Love. I recommend it. It's funny. The deep one.
Yep, the deep one.
So you met my brother?
Yes, I did.
And then I have to go to bed. Have to go to work tomorrow.
He watches and comments.
Same.
Yeah.
Go get some
Same.
sleep, man.
Go get some
Thank you
sleep.
for joining us for even a little bit. It's appreciated.
Appreciate it for tuning in with us. If you want to catch the rest of this, it'll be up by Wednesday evening on my YouTube channel. So yeah.
Your podcast, is that a new thing or is it?
Hopefully, we did the actual first episode this week. Last week I had some car trouble, so I couldn't make it and do it. We record our first true episode this week, so hopefully this week, maybe next week, we should be getting. I should be able to like post that up and have a link on that on my TikTok as well.
Sweet.
Y'all like Legends of Vox? I actually like Legends of Vox Machina.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah, I think
I enjoy it.
They did. I think they did a really great job in condensing the story
Oh, yeah.
and making the characters work. Because it's an interesting thing that, like, I think a lot of people really like the characters because of the voice actors and everything, and because you get the kind of character breaks. But like just seeing them always as the character, like
I
just
also-
showed how strong they
I
are.
saw
yeah.
a lot of stuff on Reddit. We're like, oh, I get Keyleth now.
Ravens
I get
currently watching.
why.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
like
when you
there was
don't
so
have
much
the-
hate against Keyleth,
And it's
seeing
been-
her in the show was just
It's
totally
been,
different.
it's been a lot of fun
Right.
watching like reactors who don't
Later on, Mouse.
and being like, Percy was fucking bad.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
I
yeah.
love
Percy-
seeing
No
him.
mercy, Percy.
Like
No mercy,
Taliesin really
Percy,
does
yeah.
really great
He
characters.
does.
Um,
I think the issue with people watching Marisha is the fact she's just so damn twitchy. Like she's always all over. You're like, sit down, sit down, sit down. I love the fact that I thought they did amazing, especially like because the first 2 or 3 episodes of Legend of Vox Machina, it doesn't. The pacing is weird.
And which ones?
The first like 2 or 3 episodes of the Legend of Vox Machina.
Oh, yeah.
Because one, they have to throw so much history into like those first few episodes, and it's they're still trying to fill everything out. But later on,
Yeah.
the pacing improves,
Yeah.
and it's a great story. But I love the fact they still get into little like moments. I go to where it's Scanlan and Vax is going back and forth having the bird battle. That kind of stuff is great.
The
Yeah.
bird battle. What was it? The groin punch.
Yeah.
Ball tag.
Yeah, ball tag.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
fact.
I mean-
wait, how was that? How was that? I thought it was It's like there's different levels and layers of the
It's very complex.
It was a 5-point ball tag.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. With the first 2 episodes having to be like kind of pre-stream stuff.
Yes.
To introduce the dragons.
Because like
elements that
well, hang on. I don't know if it's just me. I guess it's just my tablet. Then it's kind of there. We go. Okay.
But yeah, it's. I'm excited for whenever season 2 occurs because I know that they have
they
renewed it already.
Oh,
and
that's the
so
I.
ready for season 2.
No pun intended. I've always been very critical of Critical Role because I've seen both the good and bad that comes from it. I have nothing but good things to say about the Legend of Vox Machina.
Y'all should listen to Pumped Up Kicks medieval style.
yeah,
have, and it's actually really good.
Yeah, there's a great page that does a lot of medieval.
Still
Who
shaking.
killed him?
In all honesty, I'm still trying to get my heart rate down. That was insane.
Who are your characters?
We'll get into that here in a moment when we kind of come back into the story.
God. That's the important one. And the devil.
Aren't they
You're
the same
not the
person?
devil.
Yes, you are.
Your practice.
It's Monday here, and that's good. It's my day also be able to watch again. Hey, where are you at if it's Monday where you are?
Yeah.
Are you watching this upside down?
Obviously.
Are you
It's
in
time
the
They're from the
UK?
future.
Time entry.
Tell us, does everything turn out okay?
What's the stock market look like so I can go fix my stuff real quick?
Oh my.
Australia.
Australia. Oh wow.
I told you he was upside down.
Australia.
Oh gosh.
No,
we're
we're
not.
not going to do that. I apologize.
Well then! Welcome. Thank you for being
Yes.
here, Molly.
Yes,
God.
I'm both upside down in the future. By the way, if you want to hear a horrible American approximation of an Australian accent, go watch the one shot we did. I had a Herringon, a rabbit character named Mick, who he was kind of like an outdoors outfitter type character. He was a merchant. Urban Outfitters. His entire thing, I did it like a mild Australian accent for him. I apologize in advance.
Who's the one most likely to hook up with a troll?
Me. I'm running that thing.
Everyone
Wait,
points at
in-game?
me.
In game.
In game or out of game?
Yeah, let's say
Very
in or
important.
out of game.
Is it in game or out of game?
Oh, Molly is Canadian and lives in Australia. Well, I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, good day, mate, eh?
No, we're
Going down to the reef to go
In
shark fishing. eh?
game.
I'm going to stay in the
In-game.
dark about 30 minutes to go to bed. Sleep well and really, Cthulhu. We'll see you when the stars align once more.
in game. The answer
So I'm
is
like,
here.
sorry, mate. That's awesome.
I think the in-game
Oh,
answer
in-game?
is right there. In-game? Right there. Yeah. Because since I'm not Bromendil anymore, the answer is
Out of game?
Which-
I'm going to show you some pictures of my exit.
I can do the same.
Out of
Which,
game.
Elrond, you killed her with the, was that the rapier that you got when you met us?
Yes.
So in a way, Bromendil helped kill that creature because he gave
Oh,
you
come
Oh
that.
no, not just that. There is now a tree has grown.
Well, you said she turned to ash, so did it?
Yeah.
I was gonna ask.
Because I didn't even think about
Yeah,
the
I
fact that
forgot about
quickening ivy would do the ivy thing for her.
I'm gonna say just because of what she is, the ash part, yeah.
Even if a tree had grown, she would have burned up. So I mean, yeah.
That's the way you have to fight this. Bromendil is
That's,
I'm always
that's the
in the
second thing I've crit killed with this sword.
You want to fight? You're like, guys. Like anytime it's like, guys. The party has like a couple months. What do you want to do? Ricardo's like, I'm gonna hunt down that stupid fucking tiefling, and I'm gonna rip that $500,000 gold statue out of his hands and beat him to death with it.
Metro. It was a metro cat.
It was
Of
quite
course
memorable.
He does not remember, and he's probably exhausted.
All right. This is now
We're not even
8:30.
sold.
Alright. Back to it.
As we pull back in, a quick run of introductions. Starting now on this side of this.
Hello. I am Seth, and I am playing Krolin, the dwarven fighter.
I'm Michael and I'm playing Montel, who I have the same amount of ability to die.
Please don't choke again in the middle of introductions. I will be called the American healthcare system again.
Good thing I didn't take a sip before you said that.
Does that make
Was-
me the
was that-
government because I let this happen?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah?
I mean, the government does sometimes think it's God, so it tracks.
Your turn.
I am Derek, Funky Dirk, in the Discord. I am playing Elrond, the Drow Cleric.
And I'm Jeff. I'm playing Grimwald Grizzlebraid, also known as Grim the Barbarian.
I'm Dan. I am known as Rikara in the Discord, and Rikara here, the Dragonborn, Divine Soul Sorcerer,
right there.
Samurai Fighter.
I am Ricky, and I play Finnegan Tenderfoot, the halfling wizard.
How drunk did Finnegan get when we walked away?
What? Huh?
The glasses.
I said that when we came in.
And I am Kenneth, aka Southern D&D, the game master and storyteller, world builder, and just all-around legend
Derek.
of this game.
Derek.
There.
Where's the air horn?
Alright. So, after a fight that no one saw coming, but that I was hoping we get into tonight, there now lays, actually no, it's not on the ground. I'm going to say that the tree, that's what it is, that as she was blown away, a singular small sapling grew in its place, and on one of the branches is this deep, like black ebony with a brilliant red gem set into it. A ring.
I'm just kind of standing there still with the rapier pointed at it since the last thing that came from this.
Oh, right.
By the way, Montel, laying there, does not get up. He goes to sleep.
Oh, it's still nighttime, right?
Yeah!
Oh yeah, it's still
This was basically first watch.
Yeah.
Damn it, I'm gonna be up.
I'm gonna drop the polymorph.
Okay. Because apparently I did not bring this card with me. I have to write it out again real quick. It's fine. There's only a few abilities.
Grim,
That was Finnegan the whole time?
Grim drops his rage and just.
You're
Whoa.
also both going to take a second after the haste wears off.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was
I'm gonna run over to the ring quickly.
unexpected.
When we talk about the women you've been with, I didn't expect one of them to come out of your weapon.
Hey, who knew I was carrying a woman the whole time? I didn't even know.
Maybe that's why it felt good when you swung it.
Oh, God.
Watch your mouth.
Anyway.
It also felt good when I cleaned it too. Stroke it, stroke it, stroke it.
Oh, yeah.
No one else is moving on!
Finnegan's gonna put on his glasses.
Can I assist him with this? Guidance, anything?
Sure, you can deal with that, yeah.
Are those
Your
the
guidance
are
already
those the
have
glasses?
advantage.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's an extra D4.
Yeah.
Guidance.
And Arcana, correct? Or
Yep.
investigation.
Arcana.
You could choose on some cool.
Well, it'd be either or for you. Either Arcana investigation.
Okay. Then you gave me a D4, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
You alright?
Dirty
Just-
30.
Dirty.
There.
Huh? Always with the dirty 30.
The dirty 30. Hoity toity toity. I've returned.
I missed that.
All right.
I don't know.
I don't know, just Montel's over there giggling.
So on a dirty 20, on a 30. This item is not cursed in any way, but it does retain a small portion of the essence of Alderax.
So,
Come here often.
what the lady drop?
About 400 pounds.
Take a pour
She
of
was
this
holding
already.
it in the air.
Don't just stick people, kid.
We used so much inspiration that it was able to.
Look, it's good. It's good. Some people need it now. We've
I
been through a
didn't-
lot already. And also, while he's reading that, me and Montel were discussing this at break. The table collectively has rolled 5 or 6 20s.
It's 5 20s
So,
and a 19.
4 of them from this
Correction on
side.
hit is when the person wearing this
Yes, takes a hit.
Okay.
Pass it to the man who earned it.
Actually,
Yes.
I'm gonna make one quick change. That's
No,
I'm gonna make
no.
one quick change.
The man who's been dealing with this thing the whole time.
I'm gonna make it not cost you your reaction. Just on a hit, you may do it.
Oh, Graham, that's
But
sword.
like
Really?
once per.
Only 2 days. Only two times a long rest.
I wasn't expecting that.
I'm talking about Kieran's.
Oh,
Yeah.
freezing rain, yeah. It's a very nice sword. I like it.
Mr. Gristlebrand.
It looks well balanced.
Mr. Gristlebrand,
What?
since you seem to have lost a weapon, I will allow you to either use this or give it to someone else.
Oh, yeah? Let me take a peek.
Is there any other disturbance in the forest after that? No. Okay.
Not at all.
Oh.
That one spider's like,
You sure you don't want this thing?
this came from war.
I mean, you, Yoda,
Yeah, but
you technically told her to bugger off.
it's because of what she tried to do to you and to Montel, and in all honesty, the rest of y'all are growing on me. I think you earned it. You've been dealing with her the longest.
Yeah, she was a bitch anyway.
I was gonna go ahead and kindly hand me in the card for Todd Tech.
It turned out that the lady I was with, that I didn't even know I was with, she was a cunt. She was a
She was alright, cunt.
Right.
Right.
Alright.
So,
So,
thank you.
for
Then he gets ready to go
the
back to land out.
for the party,
Just like
or for the
face
for the
first.
TikTok, what does your new ring do?
Yes.
Curious.
Alright. It is called the Ring of Alderax. Requires attunement. I get resistance to fire damage.
Ooh, that's
I also get Abyssal Retribution. So 2 times per long rest. On a hit, an aura of fire erupts from the wearer, and the targets within 10 feet take 2d8 fire damage.
By the way, that's whenever something hits you.
So something hits me,
Yes.
it goes off.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
You may choose that to go off.
So I have 2 layers of protection. I have the cloak of displacement, and now I have this ring.
Well,
People
how many-
hit you.
Out of curiosity,
Only
how many,
melee attacks, but
how
those
many
only melee
attunement
attacks.
items do you have right now?
Currently, since I lost Tide Taker, that got rid of 1.
Replacement.
Let's see. The amulet, and that's it. Yeah.
So the amulet ring. Okay. Yeah.
He's got
Usually
jewelry for
they're-
days.
Excuse me, I'm trying to fucking sleep.
Ross is crawling.
Probably just
Sorry.
snuggles up to myself.
Your feet to the fire again.
My feet to the fire again. My one eye open.
Sorry.
Wait, is it the one eye or does the patch slip so it's just the socket sitting open staring at everyone?
Yes.
No, his good eyes.
Okay,
still-
good eye.
Good
Making
eyes
sure-
open,
He,
and the
he
eye
turns
patches
over
on
and
the
you
wrong
think
eye.
it's like, is he asleep? And then he's just.
So you're talking major pain situation here.
Now we need to have Montel slip into a dress and lay it.
All right. So, as we get that, just damnable image out of our heads.
I'm
That
gonna
lion
Oh,
was
that'd be
the
cute.
touch of a woman
Now,
yesterday.
I want to say that because this was first watch, there is still enough time to take a full rest.
Yay.
Cool.
And I mean, I could go back to watch. I'm still at pretty good health, and then just the last 4 hours, I'm gonna nudge someone to.
Yeah.
I'll take the last one.
I'm not going to make a big roll for that.
Yeah.
Whatever this was is pretty much driven off any. You just like this one little squirrel. And one of those squirrel at one point just kind of comes like bouncing through, looks at you crawling, and runs off. Make the attack.
You said squirrel. I sent y'all a thing earlier this week about things in the woods.
22.
Do you remember that picture I sent?
I do not.
It's basically a
Roll.
scale squirrel that eats human heads.
Roll damage.
That's pretty good.
And
It's about the size of a golden retriever.
You still a squirrel.
The squirrel has 1 HP, so I mean.
5 points.
Yeah. You just pin the squirrel to the ground. Falls over.
Shoves it into your bag of holding.
And I'm like, it's hurting.
You all awake to the aroma of fresh meat cooking on the fire. And Crowland, you see he's got like a bit of like some fresh fur pelt just kind of laid out, drying and curing.
I'm not going to question it.
It's not the weirdest thing we've seen today.
Nope.
It's not
Anyone
the weirdest-
hungry?
It's not the weirdest thing I've
Sharon?
eaten either.
I asked if anyone was hungry.
Then yes.
Yeah.
You,
Is
you
there
think I'm
enough-
just gonna say, "Are you hungry?" and say, "Fuck you"?
Yeah?
Yes. Last guy would do something like that.
Yeah.
You know what? Let me roll a Constitution check to see how healthy this squirrel was.
Oh no.
The last guy.
It's a 17. This is a chunky
Oh,
squirrel.
just
We get a leg each. And then Grim gets the body.
I'm good.
He's just gnawing on the pot.
All right.
Come on, you know you want some. It's gluten free.
Fuck's gluten.
I don't fucking know. I heard someone say it in town once. I've been telling everyone.
Isn't there a senator back home?
What? Is it a senator back home?
I think so.
Senator Glutton?
That sounds about
Oh,
right.
was it Oh, it was a pronunciation thing. You must be Elvish.
Only on my mother's side.
So, as this very
Not
confusing
enough coffee
conversation. Actually, yes, Montel, is this coffee being made?
Of course. Always.
One cup and it's for me.
No. No.
I'm gonna say that in her, like in the things she got you, Thranduil did actually get you coffee. Like that was one of the things it was.
Oh, regular. Okay, cool. Then yeah.
It's not the.
Oh wait, no. We had the Gordon Ramsay stuff.
Yeah.
There's coffee all around.
Yes.
Fuck Gordon Ramsay.
There's the breakfast well.
A guy who made coffee
The
so
breakfast
well
Wellington.
it made other people cry.
He was a dwarf back in Fort Wayne, and he was a chef. And,
You sound like you're full of shit.
yeah.
Alright.
I mean, that's usually what happens when you drink coffee.
No, you're usually not foolish at that point.
No, it's afterwards that you're not.
Thank God I have been holding it in for the past week.
All right.
Turns out
Those were my
Roland is
bowels.
just cranky because he's been constipated this whole time. So-
I can feel for crawling up in there.
Give me 1 second. Hello, fellows. I felt fine.
Drink a hole.
Derek, that poor squirrel.
I'm just feeling Dear God, I feel fantastic.
Okay, so
Completely
next part,
unclogged his personality.
All right, so with that,
So where are we going next? I've been trying to keep notes of what we've been doing, and they look like a madman.
you at this point you have only about maybe half a day journey to get to the Tree of Tales.
Well,
It's daytime.
It is dim light.
Not it.
There's enough light to see, so he wants to make the roll. Crowland.
Is it at advantage because of the Dragonelle still?
It is that advantage with the Dragon House because you're not casting lights, you get the advantage.
And this is a what? A survival?
Just travel roll, just straight travel.
Just straight
Straight
travel.
roll.
straight travel is in, not
Straight
good-
travel.
not
Travel
good.
up roll.
All right, how about them sports?
Anyway,
Go sports team. I don't like your team.
So the lower was a 5.
What's the higher?
The
6?
higher was a 6.
I knew it.
Great.
So there I was, a saber tooth coming straight at me, and I
Yeah.
punched it in the fucking face.
Oh, awesome.
That's the end of the story.
that's how I lost this side.
What that means is that basically your path is a little bit impeded, like some of the wilder parts, your dragons would kind of slow down, so that time is added. So it would normally take you about 4 to 5 hours, now it takes you the better part of 8 hours to travel to get to the Tree of Tales. So you would tree just as the sun, because you woke up about like 7, 8 o'clock. So you're now getting into the 3, 4 o'clock portion of the day.
Let me help my
It's the
father.
coconuts.
Let me have my fun.
Montel's over there with two like hollow branches.
Perhaps it was an Iron Haven swallow.
So as you break out of the tree line, a large open clearing, and in front of you is this tree stretching up, where it's probably a good half a mile into the sky above you. The canopy spreading out, covering this entire area in shade. You see birds moving all the way through it, and fitting into your eyes, there is just ancient primordial magic coming off of this thing. There is in front of you see a door, almost like it's been set into the tree, several steps leading up to it. And there are people moving about, not just elves, there are different races, humans, dragonborns, half-elves, just kind of moving. It's almost like a small village just set up among the roots of this tree.
I wasn't expecting this.
Anybody a little important, official?
Most of them are wearing a very similar style of the like verdant green and light blue robes. You do see some kind of walking up into the tree itself, other ones coming out of it. Most carrying either scrolls or books of some kind. You hear a large, like the sound of wood bending, and you see like tree ants stepping in and out of this tree itself, moving into it. Make a roll. See if anybody notices you guys.
Like this,
Something like that.
something like this.
Actually, yeah, just
like
like
the swamp
that. Yes,
tree?
yes.
It's the swamp tree.
From Avatar.
It's a natural 20. And as you're just kind of standing there looking in awe, you hear may I help you? And you look to see a gnome standing there, wearing the robes, kind of a messenger bag, several like scrolls, a few books. May I help you?
Rit has him the writ that we showed the guard that we got from.
Mazig goes, oh, you would want to speak with the Arborator then. If you just head into the Tree of Tales and show them in there that they will.
Inside check.
Where can we park our?
Where can we park our horses?
Hey,
Dragons.
weren't we supposed to meet Alderbark?
That's a continuation. That's a from the tree turn west and keep going for a day.
Cool.
Yeah.
I just wanted to
Also,
make sure anywhere we were going.
While we're here, I'm going to employ Finnegan's librarian assistance in hunting down information in the tree on the avatars, because that was something we got at the end of last session. The avatars of the gods, and who the avatar was for. Avatar might be the wrong word, but
How this thing talk?
Avatar.
Did you watch Moon Knight?
Avatar is the wrong word I'm using. I'm aware of that, but I can't remember what we called it because I didn't get to do my weekly rewatch and extra notes. But the A-tracks.
Oh, they're archangels. They're
Okay,
devas.
I don't
They're
think
devas.
devas.
Okay.
That's the word.
The deva.
Because-
So the deva is a generic term given to the race created by the gods, and those that they chose and ascended became their angels.
Okay.
The other devas became like the jinns, the fae, that kind of stuff.
Gotcha. See, but we had a little bit of information on the Deva for
Kadar,
Under the Rock,
yeah.
and we were
Well,
looking
it
into
wouldn't be for the Titan, but one of the archangels of Kadar, the god that aligned with them,
Yes.
kind of began to serve.
And
by
we were
sword,
trying
yes.
to see if there was any information on them, because part of the prophecy is, that a piece, and we kind of came to the conclusion that angel is the one kind of orchestrating this, and see if we could get some information to pull for that.
Got you. Okay.
Am I starting to make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
That's in the tree.
Yeah, that's in the tree because we asked the king didn't have
There
it.
is what looks to be a kind of a large stable off to the side. We see several horses, different other animals that are commonly used as beasts of burdens are commonly like stalled there.
Steer him over the park over.
The elf fender takes the reins. It'll be very well killed. Very well killed. Very well cared for.
Very well killed for.
You're gonna kill my thing!
No, killed for them.
Tip of the teeth, top of the tongue.
They-
Tip of the teeth, the tongue. Right. So with that, you enter. Well, where's that to go? Put it in the Tree of Tales.
Tree of Tales.
Yeah.
Yes, we need to go see this what was
Operator.
it?
All right.
Operator?
Operator.
That's the thing you've been. That's the bad guy you've been chasing
You're
around.
going out
Right?
your welcome, Prince.
Different A word. Different A
Who's
word.
that?
The
I don't
asshole.
know. I don't
The
know.
asshole.
Yes.
That's the Arburator.
No. Finnegan, pull up the slate. We.
The Amo was the tiefling that left us.
Yeah.
No, he sounds like a gentleman.
Are we having another mouth?
Okay.
All right. So you begin to make your way toward the Tree of Tales.
My friend.
On the way, you hear. The closer you get to this tree, the bigger it seems to get, to the point where the doors you're standing at leading into it are roughly 25 feet tall, their highest point. You walk through into what looks to be, the floor looks to be like normal tree wood, but the gleam and sound is almost like marble or some sort of stone. You see that there are thousands, if not perhaps millions, of twists and turns inside this tree that form shelves, and on every shelf are books, are scrolls, just some sort of literature everywhere. You see various peoples, various races moving back and forth. You look up to see like some of the more avian races, Aarakocra, then moving back and forth across. The tree stretching all the way up until you see that the top of this is open. It's just the thick lush of the canopy keeping light and weather from affecting it. And it stretches up for the good full half mile. And on every level, you see people and races and creatures moving. As you're just kind of standing there, an elf approaches you and goes, may I help you?
Are you the Arburator?
Oh, I am not. I am really one of the acolytes. Would you like to? You need to speak to the operator.
Yes. Immediately.
1 second. Oh, there we go.
Oh dear God.
Oh, there we go. Okay,
I don't
sorry.
like this place.
Turn his head backwards. Good. The operator is a very busy individual. May I ask as to what the purpose of your visit is?
Pull up anything on the rip that
Yeah,
would
you
give
can.
us.
Looks in this. Very well. If you would like to wait in one of our studies, I will go and ask for him.
Yeah, certainly.
What are you doing?
Every time he did, I hand him the red. It says I can do what I want.
Thank you, Ron Swanson.
Permit.
Thank you, Ron Swanson.
I was just looking for a car.
Just where,
I guess.
just everywhere we go, we just need a rip from someone high enough to let us get away with stuff.
Pocket money.
I mean, you're a rogue. You could probably make one.
All right. So as you are led to an area where it's like a very large reading room in most libraries. There's several desks and chairs are empty. There are a few more lavish chairs you can just sit and relax. They're like almost like the growing of the bark has created like natural windows to affect you can look and see out. You want to do anything while you're waiting here, or?
Just roll the noise.
There's probably no alcohol for around.
Oh, I have my flask.
Oh,
I pull out the bottle of coffee, alcohol, and just top off his flask before putting it back away.
I don't know how that's gonna mix well with my gin.
are there any books or scrolls in those reading
Roll for perception.
Plus
Good roll.
5, 24.
Yeah,
No,
like
no,
most
no.
libraries, there are several look to be like hand cards. You see a few books and scrolls are kind of placed upon. They come in a variety of languages. You see Common, Elvish, Dwarvish, some Dragonborn languages, Draconic. The one that catches your eye, though, actually is one of the Draconic, the Dragonborn books. It's a history of the Weirstones and how skyships were made. It's not a hidden history within the Dragonborn culture. Basically, it says the Weirstones were first discovered long before the foundation of the Croatian Empire. and that in the presence of magic they hover, and just nothing that would be of that you would not already know as a citizen of the Carlotan Empire. Anybody else?
I'm going to drop the glasses.
There, it's everywhere. This place is teeming with magic. You get us. Roll me Arcana.
Do I do it with advantage?
Yes.
Since I'm wearing glasses?
How old are you, Elrond?
Oh, about 108.
Rolled a 2 twice. 14.
Fairly so.
To be that young again.
It's almost as if this tree is.
Dirt.
All plants are alive, but there is a. It's almost like there seems to be a sentience to this tree that, like, it's more than just alive. It's almost like the tree is aware.
It's probably incomplete.
And from what you see, this tree is ancient, beyond the foundation of any of the modern empires. You're thinking this tree maybe harkens back to the time of the Great War of the Gods, in fact.
Anybody know speaking
I know how to speak to a plant.
Oh,
Hey, plant.
actually,
Well, I
yes,
thought you
yes,
said
I
you want to
do.
smoke some plants. I got out
Because
some
since
fun.
since we
Never
had a long
mind.
rest,
That's just for me.
Can I
You can swap out
cast
spells.
I can swap out spells.
on the
Crowlin sitting there sparkling poison.
Thank you.
I'm jelly.
Hi.
I'm jelly.
You don't get so much as like direct thoughts and words and such. It's more of
Emotions.
emotions, feelings. One feeling is of pride, a sense of pride in that it's still doing its job. Another is a very protective feeling. It is very protective of the things and those within it. And there is an underlying emotion that it's a little bit different in the rest of that. It seems to be a little more newer, and that emotion is worry, almost touching fear.
I want to use my halfling telepathy
Okay.
and just kind of reach out to the
Halflings have
consciousness.
telepathy.
What? And
There's
say,
halfling telepathy?
I know it. By sword.
What is this new cavalry?
To be fair, halfling telepathy.
Yes, halflings have telepathy.
Since when?
What?
The fuck?
I mean, to be fair, I think I know. Yeah, I mean,
Racial traits, silent speech. You can speak telepathically to any one creature you share a language with within 30 feet.
What race are you?
halfling.
Halfling. It's
Ghostwise.
Ghostwise. Yeah.
Ghostwise.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, jeez. I was like,
You guys play
what?
halflings other than Ghostwise halflings?
I don't play halfling.
The last time I played a halfling, yes, I did play a.
The only one I know is Stout and the other one.
Lightfoot. Lightfoot's the other one.
Yeah.
So
See,
Ghostwise
is
the Tasha's or is that
no.
Is it
It's not Xanathar's either. It's not. Elrond.
Mordecai.
No. It's the Forgotten Realms campaign setting, I do believe.
Sword Coast.
Sword Coast. Yeah.
Sword Coast. That's fine.
Huh. Okay.
See, I play Goliath. I like having my head in the clouds.
All right. When you say Vysoren, when you say Vysoren, you see and you feel the tree audibly shiver. And like you hear the groaning, and it's like people stop and do this motion, look around.
Everybody notices.
Yeah, everybody notices, and even the very top of the tree kind of gives a slight like a good stiff breeze has just hit it.
What kind of
The fuck did you do?
breeze moves a tree this big?
Someone did
You get a
something.
very clear impression that it just shivered in fear at that name.
Seriously, who did what?
I didn't touch it. I didn't touch anything. Not this time.
My hands are up here. I've just been sitting in this chair. Did you touch something, Crowlin?
What?
I
was barely even there.
As this has happened, that elf steps back inside and goes,
That was very weird.
the Arborator will see you all immediately.
That doesn't happen very often.
The tree shaking, or no, it does not. That's new. That's
New.
That's not happened before.
How long have you been here?
Roughly 300 years.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's
a
long time.
we get here the tree shakes. That's
I,
Side.
I am a member of the Order of the Keepers of the Green. I have studied and worked here for 3 centuries. If you will follow me, please. He leads you across this large. The rotunda of the Capitol building in Washington, D.C. would seem small by comparison to the inside of this tree. Leads you to an area where several large lift systems, like early elevator systems, have been rigged up, not digging into the tree, but set up in such a way they can see the tree can support it. As Dana's all you can step inside. It takes you several minutes. You have to kind of stop and step into a new lift. And then you reach the very top of this open air, half a mile up. As you step out, you look to see all of the Alden Forest. You can see Gatewood, and at the very, very far edge, you see the beginning of the glimmer of the ocean and coastline. As you step out, the elf pointing to an area where it looks like the branches have kind of grew and coalesced into it looks to be almost like a hut, a little small. The Arborator is waiting for you.
As we're walking up,
Yeah.
before we get there, I'm going to ask him, how long has the current operator been there?
This Arborator has only been here for approximately 10 to 12 years. The one before it, the Green Rest him, held the position for well over 1.5 centuries. Before unfortunately falling to sickness in his old age.
And he was Elven?
Yes, Elvin.
And how old was he when he...
I believe when he passed, he was right at 600 years.
I'm just keeping close to my tail because I know if anything is up, his alarms will start going off and he will freak out.
Nothing going off on that. As you look
I'm agreed,
any other questions for him as the lifts ascend through the different?
Just looking to speak to the headman.
Okay.
Well, I'll ask, like I said, ask if they've got anything on the devas of the gods from the even stories, legends. I doubt there's any eyewitness accounts.
You would be surprised. The Tree of Tales is the oldest library in the world. The only one who even begins to approach yours is the Lexicon Sophis within Iron Haven.
It's true.
I feel like I've heard that mentioned before, but I don't know
But
where.
we have several accounts that predate Iron Haven, even the dwarves themselves.
As I continue walking, I'm going to step on Elrond's toes.
The same toe that the carriage
Yeah,
rolled over.
same one.
If you don't mind, do you think we might get maybe a small collection of the most, how to put this? I don't want to say the word accurate, but the ones
Prevalent?
that, yes, to
There-
that time and the devas.
There are several of those more ancient texts that are kept under lock and key, and when you would need the Arborator's permission to view. But those that are more commonplace, I can assemble for you and have waiting at the study room you were in.
I'll make a request for the common ones, and then I guess, waiting list for the Arborator's approval for the more lock and key ones.
I'm free.
Has the Arborator received any other visitors within the past day or two?
Actually, yes, he has. I believe yesterday he played host to the no less than the Queen of the Elves herself, Lady Raylan.
Oh, really? Is she still in the area, or has she made her way back already?
I do not know.
She's right here.
I believe one of the acolytes was tasked with leading her down into the vaults to view a text. Aside from that, I have not seen or heard from her. No, I apologize.
Do you know when that was?
I was just coming on to take my ship in the tree, so about 8 hours ago. I'm soon to head home for the day.
We need to cancel this visit real quick and go down.
No.
And we can't go down there right now.
We need to.
We would have
You need
to.
permission from the Arborator.
You need permission. What are they gonna do? Kill me?
I'm with Crowley on this one. Oh, we could just
Grab,
My character
jump.
goal.
Feather fall on the way down.
How fast can you spin as we throw you straight
Alright,
down?
so we need to go talk to
The last kind of jarring stop as the lift you're in, depositing you to the very top of the Tree of Tales. The elf giving a slight bow as he reaches and hits, and the lift returning back down. All of you are now staying on the very high brows, the high boughs of the Tree of Tales. The high brows, yeah.
The highbrows. The highbrows in the eye of the Urkine.
What was Rachel, bravo. So as you start to approach the
I'm gonna cast Mage Armor on myself.
Preemptively.
okay.
Listen,
Just
I probably
as
would have done it.
Yeah, that's
Early.
That's fair. I'll say you did
It's
it.
a standard for a wizard.
Just assume it's cast.
As you approach, you see the door opening, and an elf that in common years looks to be maybe in his early 50s. So in elven years, probably in his mid to latter 500s.
Yeah.
As he opens the door, a very warm, bright smile greeting all of you. As he goes, so you are the ones who wish to speak with me.
Yes.
Inside check.
Sure. Are we not the ones to speak with it?
From
I think at this point you need advantage on insight rolls. Like get something to that.
What's the insight?
14.
Your insight, this is the person we need to talk to. This person.
Just appears to be a very friendly, jovial elf.
Integrity.
The robes he's wearing, you do see his arms kind of move in greeting. The arm that you see underneath it, not as fragile as you would expect from someone that appears to be this aged. The hands are hands of a warrior, very calloused. I'll let you know you think you're maybe dealing with a monk type character.
As we're paying attention to his hands,
Magic hands.
are there any markings?
We follow the hands.
On his, he is not wearing gloves, and no, there are no markings on his hands.
That's quality insertion chicken.
Can I pass him the writ from the Lord and
As he takes the writ, looks like he goes, Lord Noradown, I must get home to see him again sometime. Please, if you'll come in. She leads you into a very comfortable little like hut or hovel type. A few chairs, a table. You can see one area kind of like leading up to where his bed is. Very minimalistic style furniture though. He goes, I am Cerestus. I am the current sitting Arborator. head of the Order of the Green and head librarian of the Tree of Tales.
Sir.
Cerest. Make sure I had his name right. Cerestris.
See, I thought it was Sir or Restrous.
Good sir, we have come a long ways, a long travel. We have heard of this.
Please, there is no need for such formality in your speech. Just
It's trade off.
In that case,
I come to seek information on a certain ancient primordial god, Vasorin.
Vasorin.
I
should know that was more on a more emotional level is when that happened.
Over the ring, we really need to find out where the queen is right now.
He doesn't have a ring. Because he gave his ring to him. We have 5 rings. He's the one who doesn't have one.
Okay.
Yeah, because he can do telepathy. Yeah, that's something.
So I will do my telepathy to him. That you all thought I was bullshitting about. And do the same.
Didn't see your bullshit. Just never heard of it.
Yeah. I got an idea.
Telepathy now.
I'll say that back then. We're also, we come from Illve Thelas, and we had a meeting with the king himself, and
Oh, you came from Ilmaria, the capital city.
Ilmaria.
Yes. Illve Thelas.
Yeah, we're currently on Illve Thelas.
I get you, dear. I understand what you're trying to say.
And the king seemed a bit worried for his wife. On the way up here, he asked us to try to locate her. And
I did meet with the Lady Raylith just yesterday, in fact. She was seeking permission to go and view one of the tomes. It was kind of later in the evening she arrived, so I thought it was very odd. And the item she was to view is one we do keep down in the vaulted areas. What I did think was very odd that she wanted to read the Krivic grimoire. What's the
Does anybody here know that?
it's Grimoire something.
Yeah, Grimoire's Henry's bad.
Dragon?
No, read the name.
I didn't know what I'm talking.
Sorry. She goes. The Krivic grimoire, not one that many people know about. It is just the writings of an old elf who believed that the energy of life itself was a tool that could be used to manipulate, to sharpen, to dull things. But it was mostly theories. We keep it mainly out of respect for him, as he was one of the first arborators. By the way, the Krivic, Krivik, Krivic grimoire. I do believe I had one of our acolytes to take her down to the vaulted areas to view the grimoire.
Is she still down there? I think we had a message to deliver to her.
I have not seen her leave. I'm not. She may still be down there. In fact, I am not sure.
Can you take us down there right now?
Perhaps we should.
I could, yes. Take you.
Excellent. Let's go.
Yeah, there's the matter this king sent us on is kind of pressing, and we really do need to meet with her as quickly as
Well,
possible.
I could have an acolyte lead you down there as well. That's.
Are there materials pertaining to my
You know, I'd love to speak to you as we go down.
train of thought?
Yes, many of the books about Vasorin would be kept under close lock and key.
So we need your permission for that? Or?
Yes, roll me persuasion check, Cunningham.
Me?
Yes, as you said you was to talk to him on the way down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Could I roll
Not good
a
at these.
history roll to know if
That's gonna be a
this
5.
arbiter would have had any contact with I gotta go back to my notes now.
You have notes?
Wow.
I have a whole page of people.
Okay,
And stuff like.
Oh my god, it says it's gonna kill us all! No, it doesn't.
Oh, no, kill us all.
Get us all killed, maybe.
Chloris?
Well, that'd be close.
Or Clovis, yes.
I
Well, no, I'm not asking him. I'm seeing if I can do a history roll.
maybe a history roll.
If you know, I'm from a place that was heavy with elves,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
holy shit.
Maybe a history roll.
That was holy.
Dirty 20.
They lived in the same era, within the same time period.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean,
There's a possibility.
there's a possibility
but
that
distance.
but
might...
distance, yeah. He,
Okay.
Krivik did stay and work within Illve Thelas. On Dirty 20 specifically, he had a tower just off the southern coast.
A lighthouse, perhaps?
No, it's a watchtower. Pretty sure it's a watchtower.
And it's at that moment you realize that clicks in the name Krivik and the what is known as Krivik's Spire.
Well, first, then we can.
Alright, yep.
I'm skipping a jump all across this country.
As we're walking, and Montel is trying to think this through his weird his weird knowledge of history. And he's just gonna share this thought with everyone else.
Fantastic.
And you're just telling us this now.
Montel, take a point of inspiration. Crowland, take a D12 of psychic damage. No, you're fine.
I'm dead!
I ain't got no section.
Huh? Oh, now you want consent.
You're the one who initiated.
So what was the roll you made?
You said
The persuasion was like 5 or something.
I do have some pressing matters to engage with right now, but I will gladly meet you down there a little bit later on.
Alright.
You watch he walks over to, there's several like bells and like chimes on the sides. He grabs one and pulls a cord. But one of my acolytes will be here momentarily. As we wait, are there any other information I may help you with?
I was going to say, I did speak to the person who led us up here about the Devas, and they said that some of the information, being the older accounts, might be under lock and key as well. And I was wondering if we might have some a chance to look at some of those older, more eyewitnessy accounts.
Usually that will require the backing of a noble of Ilmaria, which you have, so that is I easily can grant that to you.
I was about to say, I can get the king on speed dial.
I can easily grant that to you when the acolyte arrives.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have 100
I'm gonna
different
need
people on speed dial.
every book you have on by Soren, the World Tree, Atrax,
Maybe the silver thing.
yeah, the Silver Mountain thingy, anything that might be related to the Void.
By the way, so now that you actually, I have an official name for that. It's called the Platinum Star.
Yeah, but
Platinum Star.
Grim don't know that.
Yeah, because you said that's. I love that you said it. I love that.
And did I say Atrax?
You did say Atrax. Yeah, the
yeah.
meteorite that hit is called the Platinum Star.
And Montel will throw in if they have any information on void stones.
Would it be called something else naturally?
I have no clue,
That's a good
but that's the name that we know it by.
We do have several sections on mineralogy and different things like that, as well as within the restricted areas. You may in fact find something that would be of use to you. With the backing of Lord Nuranel and with my approval as well, within reason, I feel safe opening the Tree of Tales up to you. To this point, you see the lift raise up, and this time, not the elf previous, as he has gone home for the day. Instead,
Is it someone new for Grim to hit on?
no, no, but it is in fact a half-orc, a male half-orc.
Shut the fuck up!
I ain't said a word out loud.
Step on me, Bobby. Step on me.
Male.
That ain't no matter.
Wearing the normal kind of verdant green and the cerulean blue robes. She steps out and just bows. Master Operator. He goes, yes. This is Oric, one of our newly appointed acolytes.
Did you just say orc the orc?
Oric.
Oric. Making sure.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who heard.
His orc the orc for his mork the orc for mork.
I'm having Vietnam flashbacks to Field of Lead.
It's nasty Orc.
So,
Mr. Orc, we will follow your lead.
yes, with your leave, Master Operator. Of course, Oric, I will be done later to speak with them. If you will follow me, I believe I am taking you down to the vaulted areas.
Yes.
As you step into the different lifts bring you down further. As you reach the base area, as he steps off, follow me, please. He motions to an area where there's several double doors, actually guarded by what we could tell are two tree ends who are kind of like semi in the wall, just standing there like still as statues, but their green eyes ablaze, looking back and forth, and you're sure that at a moment so they could reach out and fully animate. As he approached, he bows to both of them, taking a large brass key out of his pocket, setting into a large keyhole, unlocking it. As he steps in and goes, so I might understand you are looking to find the same book that the Queen came to see, correct?
If she is still here, we wish to speak to her as well. Yes.
Everyone roll perception.
Something I'm a little not good with at all. As I roll in that one.
It tracks.
12. Well,
I got a fix.
7.
7.
Burning away.
I had 7.
Elrond, what's your L5C?
They didn't see anything a second ago. We're going to try this again. That's much better.
Oh, one
So
eye.
that's going to be
Tough.
22.
RC Murphy.
Elrond, what do you L5?
How does he look? How does he look at all this?
in the
Elrond and
Sounds
Monty.
exhausting.
For some reason, I need to make sure that you two are the ones that you two beat the 15, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Toucher.
Okay, remember that part. As he leads you down several flights of stairs to another door that is currently locked, there's an elvish number carved across. He goes, yes, here is the vault that holds the Krivek grimoires. He takes his key out, turns it, opens it, and as the door opens, there is a dead body on the ground, wearing verdant robes with cerulean blue. He just stops and by the tree. What's the book laying open? And it's very easy to see that a page has been ripped out of it. The jagged edge clearly on display. He's as he turns and starts running up the stairs.
I say we close off the area. Set up a
What you remember.
perimeter.
This is what you're beating the DC. You remember he pulled his key out, unlocked the door, came down, unlocked this door. On the belt that he kept his key, when you look, don't keep your same perception, you look on the corpse. That cable that holds the key has been cut, and his key is missing.
So they stole their key to lock everything up.
Good news, we know that neither one of the void slices are one of the acolytes. Because he still has skin.
Always look on the bright side of life.
Try!
You want to talk to a tree again?
So the book is
Talk
still
to a
there,
tree
she's
again?
missing a page.
You can
I'm
see
going
it.
to
He didn't talk to her.
reading
I did talk to
a
a
couple
tree.
pages ahead of where
Roll me an
Talk to the
investigation.
body.
You want to talk to a tree again?
Or the body. Are we doing
So
both?
I can do both.
who's viewing the body?
I'm going to use
I'm not doing anything.
of inspiration.
Roll me either investigation or medicine.
Okay.
Investigation.
Yes.
I'm gonna go back to the tree
19?
ants
Yeah, 19.
that we passed on the way here.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
I'm going to talk to them in Elvish and ask, will they speak to me in Elvish?
Okay, so you're running back to speak with the tree ants.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
31.
31. Finnegan, as you're looking through, he's building up to something. He's discussing how his theories are correct, how that, and you see several basic formulas of energy transference, and then he's finally found the key that all he needs is this, and that's where it ends. And then the next picks up, and if done correctly, the ritual will allow for the essence to be drained through it as a lens. Whatever was on the back and front of that page is what is the lens, is what is allowing the transfer of energy. On a 31, you do see he mentioned finding it in an old mine in the Coven's Belt. The 3 mountains that sit in the Alden Forest, which is the location of the mine.
Mm-hmm.
That's north of here.
Northwest, yeah.
But then the dude's tower was in the south.
Yes.
Alright. I'm gonna grab the whole fucking book. Put it in my bag of holding.
Roll. Actually, when you're 31, this is the weird thing. They said that this is the most ancient library, with Ironhaven being the second.
Mm-hmm.
You know what Ironhaven, even the most rudimentary of books you keep in the vault, have enough magic to stop somebody from doing this. And as you reach to grab the book, you realize there's no enchantments, no sort of alarm or anything on this book. And there should be.
Okay.
So all this is happening with Carl.
Speak with the third level.
I'm gonna do something kind of in the middle of this too. How long has this body been here?
Roll me either investigation or medicine.
So I got a 14 in rolling that.
Okay.
10, so I believe medicine. That's a 17.
17. This body has been here for almost 7-8 hours. What you find as you kind of turn the body over and looking at it, in the back of his neck, right where the head and the spine meet, there is it's a decent sized diameter hole that you can tell goes very deep, like an ice pick or a very conical kind of dagger, stiletto type dagger.
I mean, I've already cast a spell, right? So.
Because I was gonna say I can do you one better if I need to.
So you can still cast. That's fine. I'm prepared for a speak with dead. I'm prepared for that.
What do you got?
I can raise dead. That's 10 days.
I can do that too.
Yeah,
Well,
but
no,
what
no,
I was
that's
actually
different. No, I'm thinking of something.
what I was actually going to do is, if this body has been here, is it been too long for me to use it for commune?
Remember what commune does.
You and I stand.
That thing. Yes. Okay.
I'll still cast speak with it.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
it. Depending on how this goes, that's
All right.
still going to be
So,
fine. It doesn't affect my
Is
thing.
it 3 questions correct, or is it 5 questions?
Three.
3 questions. Okay. 3 questions. All right. As you kind of kneel down beside it.
Like the incense. And
As you light the incense, and you watch as the smoke kind of billows up before seeming to drift into the body, and not breath, but a ragged kind of the spirit's presence.
Who killed you?
That's the queen.
That's the queen. Okay, so that's one.
So the queen's down for murder.
Yeah. Yeah.
What was on
We can take a hit
the page?
in the body separately.
I'm okay with that.
Missing from the book.
That is a base of a 19.
ritual to transfer life and energy from one body to another.
I don't know what else he would know that we could ask.
I'll say on the rolls you made, this is an older looking elf, so he is probably, and you know, for someone like the queen, they wouldn't just give an acolyte. He is probably an elder of the order.
Where did she go? Or
You get a sense that that's not an answer he would know, because he,
Yeah.
like, he was,
before she leaves.
yeah.
okay.
Is there anyone yet? I don't know.
Was there anyone else with her?
A man in a silver mask.
With that, you see the body, just almost like the air deflated again.
And then, has this person been dead too long for me to use commune?
I will say in this instance, because of where they are, no. I'll say you can.
Okay, so I'm going to look at the group and just go, alright, I don't want you to think any less of me, but I've got one question. What do y'all want it to be? I can get one answer.
From who?
We'll discuss that in a minute. I
We
can
need to
get
know
one
where
question.
the queen is.
I mean, like, from the dead body, we're asking another question? From some higher power?
Higher power.
We need to know where the queen is.
Roll me either perception or religion, your choice.
Perception, because religion is intelligence. That's a stupid. I'm always gonna be mad about that. So that's a 21? No, 19.
That's a natural 20. He is here.
Alright, so basically I'm gonna go through the process I have to with commune. Now, since I do not have to kill this person, I'm going to use their blood to draw the stuff I need, sit in the circle.
You watch as he, the blood kind of starting to congeal at this point, but you're just kind of able to some small chemicals. You kind of liquefy a little bit more. It's enough to where you can make your sigils and symbols.
And I'm going to sit down and ask him, where is the queen? You want to know where she is now or where she is going? I'm not stopping in the middle of this to look, but
Maybe
What does she need?
there's a question.
Okay.
I was thinking maybe where do we need to go to find her?
where should we go to intercept her? Is that good? Alright, so that's going to be the question I ask is where do we need to go to intercept the queen currently?
Okay, so where?
Basically, using the as much omnipotence as the god can have to triangulate the best path to cut her off where she is going. Is
As you close your eyes and commune, you're suddenly on natural 20. You're granted a vision of a feminine figure standing before you, seeming to almost emerge out of the tree around her. Chestnut brown hair, a birch-like color to her skin, vibrant green eyes. And you look down to see your hand inside her chest, ripping out this brilliant amber-colored stone. As you turn to see beside her a live figure dressed in a familiar outfit, wearing a silver mask, its hand outstretched, as the tree that had been protecting her you watch as it is like convulsing as this dark black-green ichor is pulled up inside of it. Its eyes stretching and pulling apart, moving around. As with a loud laugh and a snap, you see as this green sap explode out of it. as you turn back to this heart of this.
Is this the treant that we spoke with, or would I recognize it as the...
I will say this because of how the moment of intensity. This is not Outer Park.
Okay.
As the figure turns and stares into this gleaming gem, you see the face. You see a female elven face you've seen in paintings before. The face of the queen, and she smiles, and just kind of she mouths something. You don't hear.
I can read lips because of observant.
Perception check.
I can't because
With
I'm
advantage
blind.
because you have observant.
13. So that's a dirty 20.
You see, as she mouths the words, the heart of a dryad, the gift of Elwyn.
And he's just gonna snap out and go.
There's more. There's a little more.
Oh, oh shit.
Ebron, we have work to do. And with that, you're pulled back, as a voice says. Ebron. Yeah, as you're pulled back in yourself, a familiar, gravelly voice. You cannot intercept her. You have to move.
Okay. So I'm gonna snap out and just go. Questions later. Leave now. Dryad now.
Leave now.
Yep, that's
Leave
right.
now. No questions.
You rush up the stairs. The tree and start the operator. What are you? What as you just come?
Dead body. We're fixing fixing something else. Go.
Shut the fuck up, just run.
I guess I'm with them.
Okay. As you go rushing out, mass confusion. People like other acolytes and priests and monks, they all come rushing in. Almost, Riccara, I will let you know that Dragonels, they can be summoned. Like, you know the calls to bring them to you. I'm going to say you give those calls as you're running down the stairs. It's almost like you just see them come bursting out the stable, galloping, as it were, toward the six of you. Everyone roll animal handling checks for me. Straight animal handling.
I get advantage because it's...
Yes.
I'm gonna be
Actually, tell me this would be. I'm sorry. Roll make this is Dex. Roll making Dex.
Can I make this acrobatic?
Sure.
Okay. Damn it.
15.
I guess it's athletics or acrobatics. This would be because you're
That's a 30.
okay. You're
Yeah,
leaping
I'm
all
going
to the master
athletics,
moves.
man.
Yeah. Athletics or acrobatics.
Okay.
That's cocked.
That's cocked.
That is
That was
cocked.
close. That was close.
19. 19.
That was better.
21 like before.
21, sir.
DC of 15.
15. Medic. Go.
Okay. As the Dragonels are rushing toward, each one kind of breaking off toward their rider, you just all, either leaping up or reaching up and grabbing on and pulling onto it. All bear down, just running as fast as you can. Elrond, ahead of you, you see leaving the boughs of the Tree of Tales, a dark midnight black crow that swoops down in front of you, raises up before turning and diving at a spot about 4 or 5 hours, even at this breakneck pace. Like, you get a sense there.
That's the target. Follow the bird.
Oh, awesome.
All right.
And then
So-
I'm just as we're riding full blast, we're gonna have to be yelling as to what's going on. And I feel the name is Ebron is familiar.
Ebron is...
Ebron is a common name for everyone.
Do you mention the name Ebron to them?
Yes, because I told him
Okay.
everything I.
So he, as you're riding, he's telling you what he saw, and he mentions, seeing her mouth the words, "Come, Ebron, we have work to do."
Ebron is the spirit thing that came from by Soren when the silver.
She was speaking through through the person who
Wearing
was
the
with
mask.
with the mask to Ebron.
Correct.
So Ebron was apparently in the body because Ebron didn't
For now,
have a body
yes.
that we know of.
Yeah.
This translates. You remember Ebbron, Ebron. This does translate. You remember the last time you faced Ebron in Lydell? He had seems wherever this purified mask, this pure mask goes.
Okay, so the way these masks are made, they're half mask or the full mask?
Oh, it is a full mask.
Okay,
covers
so
the entire
full mask.
face, but all that's seen are these piercing yellow eyes.
The hand that was outstretched from the person with the
Has
mask
a coterie.
has the symbol.
You never stop to check his horse.
Look, again, I was by myself. I am a semi-squishy cleric, and I had
Okay.
no way of really getting to anybody else.
So I'm not going to make you roll for this part. The thundering of these clawed feet will drive anything away. As you come to a teetering Elrond, as you're driving, you suddenly look up to see the crow, like off in the distance on top of a tree with a loud, that just seems to echo in your, loud, that echoes in your head. And you instantly know, here.
Okay.
As you rein back on the Dragonel, it kind of teetering to a stop. You are now in an open clearing.
I'm gonna yell the name of the tree, the Aldebard.
Can I have Ring
The-
flapping through
Yeah,
my
Yeah,
ground?
it is a circle. And I'm just gonna. I'm gonna yell for Aldebard, but this is an emergency. We need to speak now.
How many hours has it been since we left?
You said 4 or 5.
4 or 5. Okay.
That is if you want to confirm this for me, please, that is a natural 20 for Aldebark.
Ooh.
As your voice echoes and carries,
Aldebark.
you hear a familiar creaking, and you see the shadows kind of coalesce as almost at the very forest itself. A familiar tree, it just kind of steps out. My friends, as we come, we'll pause on that. I believe that you had.
It was like a 13.
Two what?
Well, no, it was 12.
What are you trying to do?
Perception.
Perception, okay.
Didn't see anything.
We'll do that in a moment.
Pulls off, man.
Does this clearing look familiar to me?
This Aldebark the whole time.
You have seen this clearing before in a dream. And as you turn to look toward where the tree is, as you all turn, as Aldebark has glanced past you, a look of horror on his face. You see, almost as if she was being pulled out of it, a feminine form. Her birch-like skin now chloric and pale, like the tree around her as its leaves, the last of its leaves fall to the ground. What was once a beautiful female form of a dryad, her face opened in horror and pain of her last moments, the gaping hole of her chest, where the hand literally ripped her heart out. Everyone roll perception checks, please.
There it is. 22.
8.
19.
19.
So close to it.
If you beat a 15, there is a smell in the air. Have you ever smelled old sap?
Yeah.
It is kind of it's a sickly, sweet, soury smell, a rotted kind of fest, but at the same time there's a sweetness to it. That is, there's an undertone of that currently as you watch as Aldebark just, Lady Rillian, why? He reaches out his hand, one large, gnarled finger gently kind of caressing your cheek. Where is your protector? You should not, as that smell so begins to grow, as he just...
And this is the dry.
There is a foulness here.
You see as he turns, reaching down, picking up a boulder the size of Grim, as from the creaking and trembling forest behind her, a large shadow falling across all of you, as this thing steps out
What the hell is
of the
that?
forest. You watch as Aldebark, which, by the way,
I am no tree.
there's Aldebark.
He got 4 arms.
Look at him. He's so cute.
Hey, that tree
We
has
could do a double fastball special.
You watch as he stands there looking,
Brother, how could you?
sort of begins moving toward this, what looks to be a blighted tree end. Its eyes at weird angles as it just looks at him and the sick green color that you recognize sap running from it, the smell filling the air as it pulls around its feet. Again,
We swore an oath. They were like our own.
just kind of turns.
You are a fester, and I will prune you.
I am older, bro.
But
And
yeah.
we also are.
Yeah, and now you see what this corruption can do.
Oh, I know what my first question is going to be next game, next
Its
session.
ass.
Does it seem like I can greater restoration it,
No.
or
This thing.
And my question is going to be: can I go to Alderbark and have him fastball specialty?
My question was going to be: do we want to leave Alderbark to this
No.
and see if we can find
no?
where this heart is?
So, by the way, in case you're wondering what this looks like, it will be posted on my Instagram page, which I now have, Southern D&D. I'm going to be start posting the miniatures and the different creatures that they're going to be fighting. So yeah, this is a blighted treant, is what they will be fighting, and I think this thing turned out awesome. Look at those eyes.
It does look cool. It does look cool.
That's pretty sweet, bro.
Ah,
Crowlin has a heart attack.
4 characters before Montel changes his hair again. Like,
I'm going to say just for the ease because Mr. Colin not with us.
See, I was going to give you my character.
Oh, okay, sure. Yeah, I'll run Colin. Yeah.
I mean, him more so in the group is more of just I'm a fighter and he wants to, and his character goal is to die.
Gotcha.
In
He's a
combat.
Valhalla.
He
He's
wants
a
to.
Valhalla.
He does not want to die old. He wants to die in battle. So just you throw him at the thing, and if he dies, he dies.
So
If
what
he
I'm
dies,
hearing is
he dies.
fastball special. Roll.
Do you want the last stand options I bought
You will
recently?
create
What?
a dwarven bullet
I found
out of a
last
dwarf.
stand character options
Ooh, okay.
that are pretty interesting. They're not as OP as the ones I posted on.
Ah,
on the
Yeah, they're not that whole.
Just let me
your
know
body
if Colin
just
doesn't
turns
make
to
it.
We'll do. So,
Let's see what happens.
with that, we will bid you all a fond farewell. As I hope you've enjoyed tonight's game, an unintentional, epic battle confrontation that ended an unknown arc for our dear friend Mr. Grimm. That was a long time ago. 'Cause you got that sword pretty early on.
Yeah, I got that sword. I think it was like session 5.
Yeah,
The Lighthouse session.
Yeah.
the lighthouse
The
session.
lighthouse
yeah.
session.
The Fly By Your City Your Pants Beauty section. Right?
Kinda. I had an idea, but
It's still Fly By.
Look, I'll be honest. 60% of the stuff I do is fly by my seat in my face.
the real question is why do we always find large friends?
Is that a? That's a.
I mean, we found Billy.
We
the
found
goat.
Billy.
Thank you all so very, very much for watching us. Guys, anything to say before we close out?
So long, farewell. I'll be to say au revoir.
See you in a month.
Yep. That's another return to us in a month. Hopefully, we may have some guest people coming in to fill that spot. We're still with talking to people.
My soul replaced.
Yes. How dare you?
Only at the table.
Placed yourself twice already.
Yeah.
With that, speaking to all of us, speaking to my natural ones, I am Kenneth, Southern D&D. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. We look forward to seeing you all again next Sunday, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, where, as you can see, it looks like something needs pruning. With that, I bid you all a fond good evening, and Mr. Akara, if you will take us out, please.
Goodbye, all you happy
Thank you for
people.
being
Which button is it?
Just slide the notification out of the way. That one slide out of the way, and hit X.
Stop flipping them off.
There is no X.
Stop flipping them off.
Button.
Yes, stop it.